Let's say you were 2 years into your relationship and you had to assemble your own flowers.
She wouldn't care.
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Alex is
It's an
happy she gets
impossible
a gift
question
at
to
all.
answer.
Yeah, I am
That's
not
an
a
impossible question. I don't know why I asked it.
I'm like you can't ask me that because I generally don't like receiving. I like giving.
Are there...
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Mic drop.
See you later.
Bye.
$1 million, but when you climax,
Oh god.
Whoa.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
you barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What?
Let's use this scenario.
Go ahead.
Let's do it right
So Alex and I
now.
watched Black Mirror. It
We
came
binged
out.
it.
Came
You
out
don't
last
binge
week.
it.
Do you not consider 3 hours binging?
No, I said on the precast, I'm saying it now, to be binge-worthy, I think has to be at least 5. Binging is not about length of time, I think. It's about number of individual things.
I think it's about a season,
How many episodes is binge watching?
Well,
According
we
to
just asked him.
according to Google.
a survey conducted by Netflix in February 2014. They need
That's
to redo
5
this.
years ago.
They need to redo
Yeah.
this.
Before
Nope.
binging really
This
took
is,
off.
yeah. It says 73% of people define binge watching as watching between 2 to 6 episodes. 2?
2? No.
No.
No. Okay. I think
This just rendered itself irrelevant.
It did. That was a very dumb.
Throw your phone.
That was very subtle. Throw your phone.
I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh, shoot. You okay?
You're gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't.
Out. Do it.
No.
Put your
Oh, shoot.
Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there.
Give me your
Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
You're okay.
Ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
Doing some friggin' Christmas trivia. It's no good.
I think you're
No,
good.
I think texture-wise, I think that's the best because like there is not a lot of sauce, and I'm not huge on red sauce, so I like that there's just like a thin layer of red sauce, a nice layer of cheese, and whatever topping, and then you just got like thickness of bread. Nice, gooey, not gooey. Pan pizza.
I like bread too, but it just doesn't work for me. It almost feels like it's undercooked.
Okay, fine, whatever.
You
I like
get it?
pan pizza.
You know what I mean?
Nope, sure don't.
There's a thumbs up on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like everybody can hear us. Thumbs up, everybody can hear us. Woohoo! Yay, episode 2.
I'm letting them see more of you.
So the reason, Josh, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the reason why we're messing around with this kind of stuff because we have 2 brand new pieces of equipment. One that was given to us as a gift that we've been wanting for a really long time.
Yep.
And another one that we had to. Alex and Brett's mics are off.
What? No, they're not.
Are they off or?
No, you guys are fine. I can see them moving on the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's moving. It should be good.
Yeah, they're fine.
Anyways, so we have a brand new webcam.
We do.
Brand new webcam. So Brett's not blurry on YouTube anymore. So there's that. So that's a big thing, but our camera is super nice, very nice camera. So thanks to Josh's parents for the Christmas present.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. That was really nice of them.
Yes, that was very, very nice.
Did we do an actual intro?
No, not yet.
No, okay,
I'm just shooting the shit until you're all done. And then I want to say the last thing.
Okay.
Our
What?
soundboard took a crap.
Yeah, 2020 has not been kind to us, so I want to start that off right after we do our intro. So.
Okay, do you want to do the intro?
Yes.
Welcome back to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 200, milestone.
Big one, guys. And we actually got some people doing voicemails to us. So if you want to dial up on our, guys who are watching on YouTube, please call us. It is 224-225-5780. Sounds like you're on a distant mic. Oh, well, I don't know what to do. I'm going to mess with something here. So, talk about 2020 with the new soundboard. This is what we're messing with.
This is what we're getting with the new soundboard. Is that I think I jinxed it because we sat down and I was like, wow, our soundboard is very nice. It sounds very clear and not like our compressor is. It doesn't sound like, you know how we used to say like the aliens are here?
No. Oh, yeah.
The little fuzzies and stuff. Yeah. So we don't have that anymore. But it's the exact same soundboard. It's just Josh woke me up on Sunday morning, like, in a rage. He was like, I don't know what we're going to do. It's Sunday. I can't overnight this stuff, so it's going to get here on Monday by the
My
podcast.
God, I mean, I know. Never mind.
Never mind. So we had to go to not a local store, but
I'm going to listen.
a local something. Josh, what is Sweetwater?
Sweetwater is our local guitar center.
A local guitar center.
It's a big deal.
It's a
now.
very, very, very big deal around here. So he went there, and luckily they had our soundboard in stock. So we were able to
Should
head
go
out.
out into the other room to try that.
I don't think it'll pick it up at all.
But you don't. What won't pick up?
Our mics. I don't know. It says that they can hear us, but it sounds weird.
Sounds weird.
I mean, we can't have episode 200 without some kind of like rinky-dink looking problem. Just because we have two. This happens every time we get a new piece of equipment or we try something new. We're like, this is gonna work perfectly. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
That's not how it works.
No, it's not how it works. Brett, you've been working a lot lately.
Oh my God.
We got it.
How do you know?
Because I can hear it.
Oh.
Oh, see, I can hear it now, so that should sound good. Does it sound good on YouTube, everybody?
Jeez.
Thumbs up. I think we got it. We can continue the podcast.
Fuck's sake.
Thank God we have a guy like Josh that knows what
No, I
to
don't
do.
know what I'm doing.
Well, he figured it
You
out.
fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only getting better.
It's only getting better. Why? What happened? What's wrong now?
What it said, getting better,
Oh.
not good.
Okay, well, I heard it on Josh's phone through my headset, and
Okay.
it sounded
It
pretty
sounds
darn
brilliant.
clear.
So, guys,
There, we got a bunch of thumbs up. Yay!
for God's
Let's,
sake.
Welcome
Let's
back
start-
to the PTO
Let's
Unlimited
start
podcast.
it. Let's start it. So let's talk about 2020. So
Hold on, I
far.
was gonna redo it.
Okay.
Let's do a redo.
Let's do a redo.
'Kay.
This is YouTube only.
Okay.
Welcome back to PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 200.
2020.
We're a bunch of 6 minutes of just the worst
We
show
just
ever.
had.
Are you going to edit that?
I don't know.
I think
should
you
I?
should.
Do you think I should do that?
Yes,
Like cut that out?
Yes, I think you should.
That's YouTube exclusive.
Probably.
YouTube exclusive.
I think it was right around 6:50.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
6
Well,
minutes,
we had the
50
3-minute countdown. Then we had the new intro, brand new intro, by the way, guys, which I
That
finally
worked?
got done. Yes, intro was finally done. 2020 has been a real shit.
Yeah, right.
So let me tell you about this. So soundboard, we had to mess with that. I had to mess with OBS, and everything looks like it's sounding pretty darn clear. So we got
Yeah.
that going on. New webcam, which I was really excited for that. And then since the soundboard took a dump, I was really upset that I had to spend $150 on a new soundboard that was half the cost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
When we started the show, half the cost. It was $80 for that soundboard. Same soundboard.
You know why it's double the price?
Because everyone wants to record a podcast.
Because we were first.
They're doing it because of us. Yes.
Because
why.
of
Okay.
us.
That's not why.
So, yeah, and then on top of that, we've been gone for an extra week. So we took a week off. We went to South Dakota and Minnesota to see my family. So within that week, and right after the show, I believe it was like a day or two after we recorded last, a big concrete cinder block slammed into my windshield. So
Yep.
that happened. On top of that, this morning it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
It was
I
thunderstorming.
Found out that concrete block also broke my windshield wiper.
Oh, great.
Just the wiper, not the actual mechanical piece for the wiper. Just
Oh,
the part
okay.
you replace.
Not the motorized
So,
piece.
But as I was driving to Target,
Just the blade.
right, as I was driving to Target this morning, it was like squeaking against my windshield. It was pretty bad. So I was freaking out. I was like, I just need to get to Target. It was just like flopping all over the place on my windshield. So I had to buy. So Target they're not like known for their automotive department, since we don't
No.
really have like a super Target or anything. It's just a real basic one. They have like 2 aisles, and I was lucky that they at least had windshield wipers. They had two types of Rain-X. There's the $10 ones, and then there's the $20 ones. I had to buy the $20 ones because the $10 one was out, because I have the most popular size, which is 22 inches.
That's what she said.
Way to start it off, Alex. Good
I have the
job.
most popular
Hey,
size,
that wasn't-
22 inches.
That wasn't even clever.
Yeah, it
No, I think that was too
No,
easy.
no,
I think
it
I think
wasn't.
you just let that one go there. Yeah, and then
Phoned it in.
on top of
Whatever.
that, it's not done. Like, we are 1/6 of the way through the year, and it just blows. You've been overworked. Alex
Oh
has
my
been
God.
sick. It's just been
Well,
tough.
Everybody's been sick.
I had
but-
Oh, we were sick
pneumonia.
too.
Yeah.
We were
I-
sick in
I
January.
actually haven't got sick, but in the last 4 days, I've worked about 45 hours.
Mhm.
And
I'm just happy
It
you
was
can
like-
at least
it
be here,
was-
Brett.
it was like just a perfect storm, because it started, my boss was on vacation for a week, so that has me doing extra stuff. Then we had winter weather, which sends everybody into a frenzy for no reason, so they buy more stuff than they
Dude, it was
actually need.
nuts.
And,
And the
then-
coronavirus.
yeah,
People are
and the
freaking out, so they're
they
getting the
are-
canned goods and stuff
they're
and frozen
getting that
goods.
and disinfectant wipes and
Are masks sold out at your
Yes.
job?
yes,
Yes.
and
Do you guys have any like for the
Spray.
employees?
I don't think so.
Oof.
Then I had
Well, here's
we
the
had Walmart bigwigs in visiting, which
yeah.
everybody panics about. So it was just
Ugh.
a perfect storm of crap.
Well, don't jinx it, YouTube. Don't say that in chat. Don't ever.
Mhm.
Don't.
Mhm.
No, actually, there was one case in Indiana, but I think it was down in Indianapolis. So,
Yeah.
but the thing is, people are freaking out more about this than they are the swine flu or anything else that's happened over the past 10, 15 years. I've been a post on our Facebook, or on my Facebook actually, and it talked about all the other viruses that happened. Alex had swine flu,
Mhm.
and I think that's the only person I know that had it.
Well, I had swine flu, and I know I got it from somebody at work because her daughter had it, then she had it, and then she was training me, and it was like 5 to 7 days later, which was like the incubation period.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like 24 hours of all of a sudden, boom, I'm in the hospital. Like,
Okay.
I went from feeling 100% to I went to work the next day,
You're
and
deaf.
it was like throughout my 10-hour shift, it was like just gradual decline into trying to call you to tell you to come to my work 45 minutes away to pick me up because I was not able to drive.
Right.
And I went into work feeling fine.
Okay.
And then I was in the ER that night.
So anyways, yeah, so 2020 has been tough. And then while we were in South Dakota, I figured something out. I do believe that Jeff Foxworthy said it best. He said, if you go to the family reunion to pick up women, you might be a redneck.
I have it on the board.
You have it on the board?
I do.
My cousin got Alex's number. Not on
At the family reunion.
at the family reunion. His girlfriend was pretty mad about it.
Didn't he know who you were?
Yes, it's not in definition of it. It's all in perspective of what.
It's not
what-
like, or so like he got my number, but he didn't quote unquote get my number kind of thing.
Okay.
So the story, we're just gonna make fun of him for the next 10 years or until the next family
Yeah.
reunion, because of the matter of fact, he got my number and we were making fun of it for that reason. But so he has an Apple phone and I have an Android, and I kept asking around what the Wi-Fi was because we were low on data. Well, eventually he was like, well, here, if you give me your number, I have this thing called something share or whatever, so you can just share the Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I said, okay, cool. So I just gave him my number, and then he's like, did it work? I said, what? He's like, look at your phone. I was like, I don't see it. So he's like, let me see. He's like, oh, you have an Android. No, it's not gonna work. Let me go find it out. And I just jokingly said, well, you got my number out of it, ha ha ha. And Josh just so happened to be walking by, and he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, your cousin got my number. But it was just the way that everything was said, and he just got crapped on the rest of the family reunion. And then of course Josh made a Facebook post about it, and then his
I tagged him in it,
girlfriend saw it, took a screenshot of it, and said, WTF is this?
Way to go. You really set him up for that, didn't you?
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
You may need
No.
to get water later.
I'm not getting up again right now.
I'll get it. I'll
yeah.
go get it.
Okay.
That's why I said I.
That's all right.
But no, that's gonna be like the next joke.
And then here's
or
the thing
following joke.
about our reunion trip. Nothing to complain about.
No, we drove.
Cloudless skies, both there and
Yeah,
back.
we had clear skies.
Rained a little bit in Chicago.
We
on our
didn't
way
have
back,
to do
but
any bad weather driving for once.
It was good.
We missed the horrible negative 15 below weather the day before.
That hit
The
here.
day before. No. In your dad said in South Dakota it was negative 15
Oh.
outside. And when
Okay.
we got out of our car, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cold." We got out of the rental. I'm like, it's 40 degrees outside. It was like 15 degrees, not negative, 15 degrees when we left Fort Wayne. It's 40 when we got to South Dakota.
It's 90 degrees outside.
like where the heck are we? We're supposed to be in negative 15 degree weather.
I'm still waiting for that to be added to Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Angels in the Outfield is one of my favorite 90s movies, and it's still not there. I'm about ready to cancel it.
because of that.
No, because there's like the content's not being used.
So speaking of that,
Yeah.
I watched the live action Aladdin, or not Aladdin.
You said
King.
that.
Lion King.
Oh, you
okay,
did.
so
I
we can
did.
talk about that a little bit because
Yeah.
we've seen it.
Yeah, we saw it.
I liked it.
No,
No.
Yeah, I did.
no,
I don't think
you
you're
didn't.
like us, though. I
You-
feel like you like the live action things, and we're very biased.
Brett, you have no child. So in you are not a child. You have no child spirit.
So there was a couple things about it I didn't like.
There's
One
a
of-
lot that I didn't
One of
like.
which was the and I think you mentioned this. The
Yes.
Be Prepared sucked.
was too. It was barely.
There was
a
no
song.
song.
Yeah,
No, it was horrible.
and then
Could you tell how they were feeling? At all. Ever. By their faces. No, you can't. They have no emotion.
Maybe you can't. I can.
That is you can read animals like that? Are you
I'm
freaking
just saying. I
animal lord
understood-
Dr. Doolittle
I
sitting
guess
on the other
because
side of the
I know
table?
the story, so I know how they feel. And
You have to know that because that's what they rely on.
Josh, I'm very interested to see what else he didn't like.
But I'm complaining.
Okay, quit.
I didn't like Donald Glover as adult Simba.
Mm.
I didn't like his. It didn't fit. I didn't think.
Who played?
Beyonce.
No.
Yes.
So that's not what she's gonna ask, Brett.
Timon and Pumbaa.
For F's sake.
Seth Rogen was Pumbaa.
Okay, that's who it was. That was the one thing I liked is I thought Seth Rogen did a good
Guy-
job as Pumbaa.
The
And
gentleman
I
from
can't
Parks and
remember
Rec,
his name,
Alex.
yeah.
The guy who screams all the time.
Iker?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm not looking it up because I don't care about Lion King. It's not going to be on my history. F that movie.
But I thought it was fine.
They're like, oh, get Disney Plus, watch Lion King.
I wanted to watch it. I wanted to keep going more than I did with Aladdin.
Mm-mm. Well, I actually bought tickets to Lion King, and I feel ripped off. It was just you and me that went, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I cried because it was bad. No, I didn't cry, but no. I'm not gonna say it's like, but they're still coming out with live action.
There is
stuff.
still there's people that are our age that, especially when I talk to people at work, when they talk about live action Aladdin or live action Lion King or live action Sleeping Beauty, whatever. There is not one that's like, oh, I like there's one corner and there's another corner, or there's one side and another side. There's the people
Right.
that are just like, yeah, I love the live action stuff, and then there's the people that are on my side are just like, I hate all the live actions and I like all the animated, and I wish they'd stop touching all my movies. And I'm like, yep, that's me.
But that's because.
But I'm giving him a chance. And
Are you though?
Barely.
I'm too biased. 23 minutes.
I at least liked Beauty and the Beast until the end.
No, I hated Beauty and the Beast. I ripped that movie to shreds.
I know you
It's
did.
horrible.
I want to watch Cinderella.
So don't tell me you're giving it a chance.
I said I'm trying to give it a chance.
Give Disney a chance.
Trying to give it a chance.
I don't know if you
am
are.
okay with Mulan though. I don't know why.
But that's not out yet.
I know, but for some reason, like I see that and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see the live action.
I think it's
Mulan.
because it stars. No. I
No,
think they're
it's
all
not
pretty
about the
humanistic.
starring of anybody. It's
No.
just.
The story could be told that way.
Yeah, like it's fine.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm done with that. All right.
Soapbox.
What are we talking about, Brett?
We can move into whatever you got. We've got plenty of stuff to move into for 200.
Just talk about the Valentine's Day airplane challenge.
What's this?
What I did to you?
Oh my God! No, you're gonna. Why are you talking about
Because
this?
I want you to edit the video.
I'm not gonna. Why?
Because I had so many people at work tell me to do it to you, and they keep asking whether or not I'm gonna get the video edited.
You didn't show them the video, did you?
No, I took
You
screenshots
want to
of
see
it.
my crack?
I took screenshots before I pulled your pants down.
This is the dumbest thing ever. Okay, so Alex did a prank on me.
And
I knew
worked.
it was.
I did a YouTube prank and it worked.
I knew it was a prank to begin with because she sounded stupid the entire time doing it. So she was like,
I did this on Valentine's Day because it's actually called the airplane
I was
challenge,
mad.
not
Okay.
Valentine's Day airplane challenge.
no, I'm still mad about it because you still have to fix the damage
Ow.
that was done.
Yes, I know.
And I'm going to tell you what damage was done at the end.
Okay.
I was pretty mad about
So
it.
can I say what happened, or do you want?
I'm telling the story.
Okay.
So Alex is like, "Hey, Josh, I need something that's really long, like a thin, long rod." So she takes apart the broom, gets the broom handle, and she's like, "All right, so I need you to come here. I'm gonna tape the broom handle to your arms, and you're gonna try
Like
to
behind
fly."
his arms. Behind his arms.
Yeah, behind me, and tape it up though, so that way I can't like move. So I'm stuck in the scarecrow position
Right.
here.
Right.
So she's like, "No, it's gonna make you feel like you're gonna fly. I'm gonna do a little push, and it's gonna make you feel like you're gonna fly." I'm like, "This is stupid."
The first thing he did in the video is he's like, "You're gonna push me over, aren't you?"
because I
he
was
tries
like,
to turn around like all scared. I'm like, "I'm not gonna push you over."
because have you ever been in the winter? This happens in the Midwest all the time. People put their hands in their pockets and someone pushes them, and you can't catch yourself, so you just fall
No.
right over
I
like a
can't
domino.
say I have.
I
You've
don't
never
think-
had that happen?
No.
Wow,
No.
you.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, that happened to my buddy in South Dakota in high school. He was like, it was like snowy and icy. He was just like really cold, and I just pushed him over. He was like, fell right over. You can't catch yourself because you can't get your hands out in time.
That's funny. All right, can continue.
So that's exactly what I was expecting, or the trust fall.
yeah.
So I'm out here like this. She's taping me up with duct tape to
couldn't
my
find any other tape.
hairy
Duct tape.
ass arms. Okay, we are in HD now.
And you can see.
You
your
can
hair.
see the hair in my arms. Like we are in 1080p right here. So I'm hanging out like this,
I know
stuck,
where this is going.
and Alex yanks my pants down.
And you can't pull him up because his arms are stuck out to a pole.
She expected me to run down the hallway and get stuck.
It gets stuck in the hallway. To get away
Nothing
from the-
happened of that sort.
He didn't know I was recording
That's
that.
so immature.
And then
Okay, Brett, after the podcast, I will show you the video, and you're going to pee your pants because Josh's is half as funny as the one that's actually shown. Because the guy runs.
you'll show you the original.
He runs down the hallway, tries to run away from the camera, runs into a doorway, and like he can't because his arms are too long, and he falls backwards naked.
Oh,
So,
great.
Yeah.
So
that
everybody,
happened.
like, we were pissing our pants at work about this video, and I'm like, I'm gonna totally do that. They're like, no, you're not. I was like, yeah, I think I am.
Alex, I knew it was a prank to begin
Well,
with.
no shit. You thought it was a prank, but you didn't know what was gonna happen.
No, I kind of had an idea. Brett had an idea. I had an idea.
Well,
I'm not-
whatever. You had no idea.
So she takes the tape off, it's ripped in hair. So she's like, all right, let me get some scissors. She cuts my shirt.
What?
Yep, and
Why?
it was my favorite shirt. Doesn't matter.
Why?
She cut the sleeve.
Were you wearing long sleeves?
No,
No,
she
it was
cut
short
the
sleeve.
short sleeve.
I taped it to the hair on his arm, and I didn't realize that the first time. So I said, "Let me tape it more, like catch your shirt more, so that way I don't have to rip it off your arm."
Favorite
That
shirt too.
sucks.
So
Yep.
would you much rather have had your arm hair ripped off?
Rather, yes.
You grow back arm hair.
Yep.
Okay, fine.
Thanks for ruining my favorite shirt, Alex. Happy Valentine's Day,
Hey.
ass.
What's the
Yeah, your ass is on
Hey.
camera.
What's the Valentine's got to do with anything?
Because it was meant to be a lover's thing, like a lover's trust
It was
thing.
on Valentine's Day, and that was the only way I'd be able to convince him because I've known about the video for a couple weeks, and then it was Valentine's Day, and I'm like, what if I just tell him it's a Valentine's Day challenge? So I told him it's a
Stupid.
Valentine's Day airplane
Stupid.
challenge.
Stupid. You just tried to come up with something. You tried to start a thing.
So I did it on Valentine's Day.
No.
So I have his butt on camera. It looked like he wanted to like go down, but he couldn't because his arms.
So I
were
just went right
stuck.
into the kitchen, got right out of wherever the camera was.
Well, what's
Holy
funny
crap.
is as soon as I pull his pants down, my camera fell backwards, so you see his butt for like half a second, and then the camera goes, "No, I don't want to look at it." It falls backwards.
Like his bare ass?
bare ass.
Yeah, he was bare ass.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I grabbed everything.
I'm sure he did.
It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever.
No, it was funny. It was so funny.
So, yeah, that's the Valentine's Day airplane challenge. Let's just make sure Alex tries that on every guy. All
No,
right? Let's make
no.
sure that's done that way. And make sure she cuts all of your favorite shirts. True love.
What?
Yeah, okay.
What's frozen potatoes?
Oh, you want to talk about frozen potatoes? Okay.
We're about to talk about butts, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about this. This sounds stupid.
Is this real?
Yeah. It is.
And how when okay, so what is it? Please tell me.
So there has been, just like when we talked about, I think it was like a summer or two ago, how women over in England were sticking popsicles up their vaginas.
We were talking about that last year,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay, and that was to like
About
cool
this time.
to like cool them off,
Mhm.
like if they're too hot. And I was like, okay, well apparently, and then that became
No,
like
it
an
wasn't about that.
epidemic or something because like a lot of people were doing it. So doctors had to come out and say, hey, PSA, don't stick.
Yeah, we
that
know
up
about
your
that.
vagina.
Yeah, that's a
So,
clip it of ours.
The same thing is happening now with putting frozen potatoes up your ass.
Why?
It's apparently it's not. It's absolutely not at all.
What
But
does this do?
It has been thought to help cure hemorrhoids. So there is enough people doing it that people
What?
have come out as a PSA and said this does absolutely nothing for hemorrhoids.
I think it would make it worse.
It does. Like
that-
there's so much on here where doctors have like come up and they're just I saw videos and stuff like do not do this. Like but I don't know how it came about. It said it started in Europe and then somebody made a website and was saying like top ways to get rid of hemorrhoids at home and one of them was stick a frozen
No, we're not. No.
potato up your ass. Well, it's become a problem here in America now. So people are sticking frozen shit up their
I
ass.
don't even have anything to say about
How
this.
can you even get it up
I
there?
don't know.
And so are they talking about like maybe get like russet potatoes versus
Yes,
red skin
it's pictures of russet potatoes.
versus red skin?
And then so this doctor says there is no medical evidence that putting frozen potatoes inside the anus can help cure piles or
Now what's the
they're also
meme?
called-
What was the meme?
What
There's a
meme?
meme about
Oh,
I'm going to get water while you talk about
yeah,
this.
Yeah, okay.
there's okay, so Brett won't know this cuz wait, no, you watched Lord of the Rings, right? Okay, so you know the part where Sam goes potatoes, mash them.
I saw a meme about that, but I don't remember.
mash
that
and
part.
broil them, stick them in your ass.
I saw that.
Yeah, so then there's
Okay,
mash and boil them,
so-
stick them in your ass.
So what was it?
That was the meme.
That was the meme?
Yeah, that was the meme.
And then apparently it's a news report.
Yeah,
That's
and there was a news
stupid.
report of someone
can't
sticking
believe
potatoes up their
that-
butt.
Why are people trying to start trends? I don't understand that. Like,
She also says, I would also urge caution to anyone thinking about doing this.
urge caution, yeah.
Noting that those suffering from the condition or hemorrhoids can attempt to treat it at home a number of ways, but not sticking frozen spuds up their butt. You just look up home remedies apparently, and it surfaced enough that a lot of people started doing it. Like, oh wow, never thought
$1 million
about that.
butt.
No, I'm not sticking a potato on my butt.
But it's $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. You get an augmented rectum after that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
for real. Like you get like a full on russet.
No.
I think it'd be hilarious.
So you want to know what the sites are telling people to do?
No. What are they telling people to do? Like,
So
are they telling
it's-
how to do it?
Yes, it
No.
says so. So it says that the sites that are advising this, advising for it, which are not, again, this
Then
is
why don't condone
absolutely
it?
yeah, I'm not condoning. Insert a frozen potato slice in your anus and leave it inside for 30 seconds. Repeat the process 3 to 5 days for 3 to 5 days. The next 3 to 5 days, leave a slice inside for 30 seconds more each time. The potato. The potatoes have properties and help relieve pain and itchy sensation, which usually happens with this condition while the ice cold potato constricts the blood vessels, reducing swelling and instantly relieves your pain. Again, this is absolutely horseshit. Does not work. It's apparently it's been on a lot of websites and enough to where enough
don't know what to
people
say about
are
that.
doing it
No.
that it's become a thing.
It's not a thing.
Do not stick a potato up your butt.
All right. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah, there you go.
You want to talk about the movie?
Oh,
Ooh,
please,
yes,
let's.
yes.
So we actually have a lot of movie discussion happening on the podcast for the probably for a long chunk here. So what the movie club is what we're going to be talking about next. Is every single week we pick a movie to talk about, and this week we chose Terminator Dark Fate.
Now, before we talk about that, Alex, you watched T2 to prepare, yes?
Yes, it did.
But you still haven't seen the original.
You mean one?
Yes,
Yeah.
the
Yes,
Terminator.
I have seen the Terminator, but it has been
Is it the Terminator?
It's
or
just called The Terminator.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's that Terminator.
Terminator.
I've seen it, but I was probably single digits or 10 when I watched it, and I don't think I watched it all the
You
way
know what,
through.
Brett? I have the Wikipedia right here of the
So,
entire
but-
Terminator franchise. I'm prepped for this.
I have seen enough of it that I know about
It's
it.
the Terminator.
So, I did spot. I started watching. I watched T2 as well. I watched them all actually.
Right.
But I didn't get through 3 before we watched Dark Fate.
Yeah, I turned 3 off too. That's on Netflix.
Well,
I
I
believe.
didn't
Or
want to turn it
HBO.
off. I just didn't. I
It's
didn't
not
run
as
out of
good
time.
though.
It's not, but I enjoy it. But it's definitely not as good. But I did catch an error, and that is that I believe at the beginning of 3, John Connor is kind of narrating what's going on, and he said that Skynet went to kill him when he was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in T2, when Silberman is talking about Sarah Connor, he says 29-year-old female, which means that Sarah would have been 16 in Terminator.
She was not.
No,
She was alone.
She was like, she had to be at least 19, 20.
This is what I said when we were done with watching Dark Fate. You were trying to make sense of the
Yes,
timeline. I
I
said
was.
your best bet for every movie is to not think about too much,
Yeah.
Okay.
because at this point you're trying to
It was just an
put
oversight. And when
time together.
when
It
I'm
doesn't
like,
work.
29, if
Every
she's
when you do time
29,
jumps, everything messes up.
he couldn't be more than 10 years old, and he looked older than 10.
Well,
in
Edward
T2.
Furlong was mature for his age too. He was also dating a 20-some-odd-year-old woman when he was filming T2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went a little crazy.
He
as
did.
He got older.
Yep.
So Alex, T2, what'd you think?
Uh,
Commonly referred to as one of the best sequels.
One of the
all
best
time.
action movies. I'll say, like it actually brought like.
I guess my opinion doesn't count.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Again, I think there was probably I've seen about 75% of the movie, I think, beforehand.
Yeah.
And so I was able to put, I didn't see this scene. Oh, I didn't see this scene. I don't think I paid attention really when I was a teenager when I watched it to the storyline. I just watched it because it was on.
Mhm.
And so I just had to stop and ask Josh, oh yeah, is it because of this and this and Skynet is this? And I'm like, I just had to like put everything together. And I was like, other than that, the action, the music, Arnold, I mean, everything was like,
So
this wrote action movies.
here's what I
Future
don't know if
action
I
movies.
ever caught. So what was Cyberdyne the computer company that they broke into and won and smashed the Terminator?
No, that I don't think it was in Cyberdyne. Actually, let me get the
Well, and
Wikipedia up
here's why I
because
ask, because when
I remember what it was.
when she's in T2, when she's watching the video of her interview with the doctor, he says you've told me that on several occasions how you crushed one in a hydraulic press. And she's like,
Yeah.
well, if I had, there would have been some evidence of that. And he's like, so you don't think the company covered it up? And I never understood what they meant by that. But now I'm thinking, well, maybe that company was Cyberdyne and they kept the Terminator pieces to advance technology and become, this leader in the industry.
And that's what makes perfect
It doesn't
sense.
say where on Wikipedia. I don't remember the first one very well, but it doesn't say on Wikipedia where it was killed just as a hydraulic press.
Yeah,
Huh.
that would pull it together a little
Mhm.
bit more, as
Right.
if they held on to all the parts, and it was like, we can base a bunch of our work on this technology.
So as we're talking about T2, that came out in 91.
I know that was the other thing too. Is Josh and I, because we've been watching this YouTube channel called what?
VFX artists react from the Corridor crew.
Yeah.
They
So
they
it's
do
pretty fun
actual-
channel to watch, by the way.
They talk about how different visual effects are good or bad, and you can see different lighting.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
they break it down and show you how certain scenes
it's
were
pretty
made.
cool. I like it a
So,
lot.
But because we've been watching that, it's given me a better eye as far as, oh, that's fake, or oh, they did this, or this is how they did that. And watching Terminator, like probably the first like half an hour, I'm looking at Josh. I'm like, oh, that's horrible. And, oh, that's horrible. And I'm like, wait a second. When
1991.
I'm like, wait a second. I was only like 3 years old when this movie
Right.
came out, and was like, wow, this is actually very, very cool for 91.
I agree.
You know what I've started to do in movies, and especially with stuff that's been up-res to HD, is look for switches between stunt doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah,
It's
I
hard
like
to do that for two.
I'm
Yeah.
doing that like
Because
when
when
I'm
that
watching,
motorcycle drop
yeah.
and you see Schwarzenegger and Edward Furlong come down on the motorcycle drop or whatever, or no, I'm just thinking of just Arnold, just the Arnold part. You can't tell it's his double. You know it's his double, but you can't really tell. He looks very
Like
similar.
when he climbs onto the hood of the truck to shoot through the window, that's his double.
Yeah. But we're talking about Dark Fate now.
Yes,
Other than
it's-
saying that T2, great movie.
Yes, T2, it still holds up.
Can we
Very
say
much
so? The reason why we're talking about T2 is because Dark Fate is a direct sequel to 2.
Correct. Which
Takes apart 3
so
other movies.
just because we know we're gonna spoil it, in the first 2 minutes,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler!
you see Linda Hamilton, Edward Furlong, and Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Like it's
just
just like
like it
10
was-
months after.
like it was 1991 again,
Right.
And you cannot tell.
No, that is like
Great.
the best effects ever.
I mean, we always thought Governor Tarkin and Princess Leia in Rogue One was
and those
good.
were not good, actually.
compared
thought
to
they
this
were.
scene,
yeah, right.
compared to this scene, no, they're crap.
So
They-
it's just amazing.
It is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you even need, except other than being super expensive, but if you're going to pay payroll anyway, why do you need actors in movies?
Here's what's another thing that we just learned from the VFX things. They are no longer putting people on sets anymore. They're doing LED screens behind people and that
Yeah.
move with the camera.
Yeah,
So
and
you're
they
in the
look
environment.
Really cool.
And it looks really good. And you can't even tell
That's
because
how they shoot The Mandalorian.
yeah. So the Mandalorian was a very small stage and
Yeah,
they had
very.
LED screens that were all the
Oh, that's
background.
cool.
Yeah.
That's the future.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's how it's all going. So it's
So
crazy
that
what they're
could-
doing.
It could, no more location scouting and
Mhm.
shutting down areas to film.
Mhm.
Not for everything, but for some stuff
Yeah.
certainly. So anyway,
Dark
the
Fate.
first 3 minutes, it's months after the events of T2, and they're on the run and they're hiding out on some tropical climate beach, and they're at this bar, and John, 13 years old, comes walking back with like a soda, and Sarah's watching him, and behind walks Arnold and just shoots him with a shotgun, kills him.
Yep. She let her guard down.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're like, oh. And I actually knew that happened.
And we didn't.
We didn't.
I
So
had
we
it
got
spoiled
an
for me
organic
a
reaction.
few months before.
right.
But then it just goes right into it, and you kind of don't know what is going on
No.
for a while.
No.
And
No.
I thought it was a little slow to build up.
Mm-hmm. Everybody was like popping in, but that's how every Terminator is.
I know,
It
but that
is,
was
it
like
is.
the whole
You don't know
entire-
who the people are, but one Terminator's trying to kill someone, and another person's there who's not as advanced to protect them.
Yeah.
Right,
You know?
it's a simple Terminator concept.
Yeah.
And then Linda Hamilton shows up out of effing nowhere.
Out of nowhere, and
I'm annoyed.
I was a little bit too, but as it went on, she was like,
She was written right.
she was a great character to
They
have
did
in
not.
this movie.
They didn't write her like Laurie in Halloween. They didn't make her full on badass. They made her a little more human.
Sure.
Like Laurie in
I
Halloween.
still need to watch that.
I have something to mention about that later on.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it was really like, right as soon as I saw Linda Hamilton and she was trying to talk like trying to be a super badass, I was like, nope, I am not accepting that. I
Well,
don't want that.
You have to consider that was the trend she was going to after 2.
And then the
Just
writing
a-
was,
basically a fugitive.
then it was better. And then it got better and better. And the scenes with Linda
and
Hamilton and Arnold
yeah.
just got better and better. You could tell they loved it.
So let's talk
Yeah.
about Arnold.
Yes.
So,
Hold on, before we go into it, how old?
Arnold's in his 70s now.
He is 73.
Bullshit.
No. Linda Hamilton, 64.
60, yeah.
She looks older than Arnold.
Yeah, she
So-
does, but she still looks pretty freaking good.
Right?
But
Ar-
Arnold is no way.
He's
that old.
73.
Yes,
he was born in
is.
the 40s.
Arnold shows up about halfway through, probably, maybe a little further.
And we knew it was coming.
We knew he was in it.
Trailers and posters spoil everything.
Yeah.
So what you don't know is that it is said in Terminator Genesis that the reason why he looks old is because even though he's a Terminator, the living tissue around his skeleton ages.
Mm-hmm.
So he, of course, has aged. What I did not like is what they came up with for why he's around. I thought that was weak. You gotta have him there. You
Right.
gotta have the old model.
Why?
Like he was just the
101.
old model that was just sitting there.
Why?
And who
What
gotta-
else would you have come up with?
I don't know, but it was just lame.
I thought
like,
that was fine.
oh, so you understood after you killed John that you got respect for human life. I don't know.
no,
I
he's
thought it was,
he
thought it was
says
cheesy.
that was his last as a robot.
yeah,
that
and
was
then he
his,
had no purpose.
He's
Right.
like, I have no
a
purpose.
robot would go sit down and just wait for his power cell to run
So,
out.
but here's the thing: if you remember in T2, when he's talking to John, he's saying like when
He's
John's
trying to
like,
learn.
he's trying to learn. So he's like, well, I don't have anything else to do. Like I'm learning, and
So
then
he
just-
learns how to put drapes in.
That is the funniest quote
That's-
ever, though.
The quote was fine. The
I said,
reason for it
"Don't
was
do it."
dumb.
He's not human. He doesn't. He could have been like anything else. It's probably just he.
Brett's not accepting Arnold's character.
No,
in this
I
at all.
accept it. I think it's fine
I thought it
because
was
you don't think of
fine.
him as a human. He's a robot.
I know he's a robot, but robots don't go learn how to put up drapes and how to interior decorate.
He was a unique robot.
Brett, I don't know if you need to watch Black Mirror, man. You need to open your mind to some other
Anyway,
like robotic
so-
stuff. Minority Report, that's a good one too.
But once he takes up his old role, he's great.
Yeah.
And they did add a comedy side to him, which
Mhm.
led
Which
to
was amazing.
the funniest line in the movie.
I think he had fun on set. I think that this movie was a little bit more of a swan song, saying this might be his last outing.
It has to be, doesn't it?
He's 73. How
Yeah.
much else can he do?
Well, and at the same time, who knows if they're gonna make another one because this one did not
it
do well.
flopped. Let me see what it did on.
It
on-
flopped?
I just
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think. I think critically
Oh.
it was okay, but it just did not
It just
make any
didn't
money.
get the attention.
Nobody went to see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean that's true. We didn't go see it.
We
but,
wanted to.
But I will say that in the theater, like I've never been like I don't want to say a fan of Terminator, just
Right.
because I never followed the story. Josh was like, I'm gonna watch Terminator. I'm like,
I
yeah.
saw Salvation in theaters. I
Mhm.
did not see Genesis in theaters, and I was super disappointed when I did finally see it.
Oof.
And that's why I did not go see this one because I'm like, they got something to prove with after Genesis, and I'm not gonna pay a movie ticket to
Guys.
see it.
It did half of Genesis in the box office.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
I
Did it-
honestly I think
Did it
if
make
it
its
gets
budget back?
Well, it did 26.1 or 261.1 million. Let me go to its.
I bet its budget was 150 or
I think it was like
Yes,
150.
yes, it was
let
like
me, let me go to the
that's-
Wikipedia on Terminator here. So.
there's a lot of practical effects, but there is also a lot of CGI and
right. The budget for.
I mean the cast wasn't very big. I really liked the enemy though.
185 to 196 million. It did not do.
So
It did
made
not do
about
much of a.
60 million.
Did not do much of a profit for the
Yeah.
studio at all.
So I don't see how they can do another Terminator.
Not.
Well, here's a
Not
PSA from
for
the
a
PTO
while.
Club. PSA from PTO. Go watch it.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
It's a very good movie.
Let's you want to talk about the Rev 9 and how bland that guy was.
What are you talking about, bland? Other than he hates windshields.
He does hate windshields. He took down every windshield in front of him.
I thought the Rev 9 was an interesting. The
We're talking about the Terminator.
antagonist always does something new,
Right.
and I thought this was a good one. He could duplicate himself.
It felt similar to
Um,
3, though, to me.
It did. The thing about 3 is she could control other machines
Mm-hmm.
without actually being in them.
Well, he controlled that drone.
Yeah, he hacked into the thing,
Mhm.
didn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Yeah. But he didn't remotely do, like, cars
What did
chasing.
you guys think about
Right, right.
Grace?
Okay, I hate her. That's
Um,
Mackenzie Davis. That was the augment. She is the...
I thought she
Sent
was
back in time.
She was okay.
I hate her acting. She's terrible.
Oh, I'm talking about the character.
Yeah, I hate her acting.
The character, not her as an actress. In the story, the role she played in the story, what did you think of the augmented human?
I thought that was interesting. Are you talking about
That
like
is what I'm trying to ask you.
You're talking about like what the idea?
Yes, like how that plays into the story.
Yeah, but what did you think of her?
I thought she was fine.
Ugh,
yeah,
no.
I
No.
think she
Like she definitely wasn't like wowing me, but like it was.
She-
I liked the idea of
She
her.
looks kind of funny.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was the haircut.
the
or
haircut
what,
made her
but
look like Simple
like a
Jack.
little boy.
I'm gonna pull up Simple Jack. I want.
Whatever.
Do you know what Simple Jack looks like?
No.
From I don't know. Yeah, you've seen Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, but it's been so long.
Yeah, Simple Jack from Tropic.
It's been still right.
Yes. Oh my God, it really does look like it. Now that I'm looking at it. Oh, that's horrible.
I'm gonna pull this.
Oh man, that's actually pretty bad.
Why?
Wow.
Okay,
You're gonna have to do like a side by side.
let me get Mackenzie Davis in in Terminator 6. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, I know. I thought the her as her like the character, I thought that was cool, and like her backstory and stuff, and how she became an augment, and I like the way everything was tied together. I wasn't too fond of like they pretty much repeated the storyline though, because I mean John Connor dies. Well, it just like you guys said, because you guys are fans of the Terminators. So oh my gosh, that is pretty.
We're gonna do a side by side right here.
So you guys are fan of the Terminator. So I was sitting here like as if I had just watched them for the first time, and was trying to put the story together. And you guys were saying about the future, how it's not changed, it's just delayed. Or
Sure.
I have to accept that
Uh-huh.
because they basically just did the same exact story, just a little bit differently.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I mean, again,
guys, look like.
Yep. Mhm.
the
Let me see if I can zoom.
I
out of
liked
this
her
one.
though. I'm just saying, I liked all the moves. I thought it was fine. Just
She-
saying.
They look the same. Oh, I think that's funny. Anyways, so I didn't like her.
Okay, well, what are you guys gonna rate the movie as?
I
I'm
gave it a 7.5.
Yep, same.
Oh, I was gonna give it 8.
Yep.
I thought
Yep.
it was pretty good.
Yep.
I didn't think there was really anything
It's
bad
just,
about it.
Just because of the slow start.
I'm not gonna get behind Danny as the protagonist or a franchise lead if they ever do anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought it was just kind of
She was.
they just repeated the
They did. It's
the
John
story.
2.0.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's
Mhm.
John Connor
it's
2.0.
Terminator Dark Fate. It's the Terminator.
So he was the T. His model was the
T2.2.
T101 then, basically.
yeah.
That's the main model.
And
Yep.
Robert Patrick in T2 was the T1000.
I think the cast should have been filtered. But yeah, a lot of foreshadowing with the machines taking over people's jobs. They showed that when he was
Mhm.
working in the factory, and a lot of machines coming in. And it's great that it changed the altering of the timeline and everything. So I enjoyed it as for what it was.
I gotta
So,
look for a movie.
You gotta look
so
for a
we
movie?
Can talk.
Okay. Well, see. Oh, I'm looking at the notes here of Terminator. Yeah. No, it was fine. Nothing else really to say about the franchise. I'm a little upset that they got rid of 3 and 4 in this. It's kind of like the Halloween thing. Oh, I can mention the Halloween thing. The sequel comes out this October.
Mhm.
to the one that just
The
came
one
out.
we just saw. Yeah. There's a whole list of movies I want to talk about that's coming out this summer. And this fall. There's some stuff to look forward to. I mean, we got 007 coming out in April.
Mhm.
This is March now, so we got A Quiet Place 2 coming out this month,
Yep, that's a definite.
and Mulan at the
Oh,
end
now
of the
that you've
month.
seen a Quiet Place, Brett, do you want to see 2?
Not particularly.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I don't not want to see it, but I'm not rushing to see it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then New Mutants comes out next month as well too. That's the one with Maisie Williams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the X-Men one.
Mm-hmm.
And then this summer we got like Black Widow. We got the Saw movie coming out, The Spiral. That
Which
has the
actually
Chris
doesn't
Rock.
look half bad.
It's okay.
Mhm.
Fast and Furious 9 comes out at the end of May. Wonder Woman comes out in June. Candyman, the Candyman. We saw the trailer for
Mhm.
Candyman. What do you think of that?
I'm not too excited.
No,
about
you ever
it.
see the movies?
I saw the one that
What?
we saw when we were younger.
Well, yeah. I mean,
That was it.
okay. Yeah.
I wasn't like too impressed with that one.
No. So I
There's
just,
also like there's the one movie Invisible Man.
yeah, that just came out.
Yeah, I want to see that.
You want to go see that? Actually, I think
I
I-
think
actually
got
just-
good review.
yeah.
It just topped Sonic on it. Like
Oh,
is
we
what
need to
I
go
saw.
see Sonic as well. We have to support Sonic. I mean, they did remodel.
They
him.
did.
They did do it for the fans.
Mm-hmm.
We got Top Gun this summer. And Brett, I don't know if you know this, Purge 5,
Oh, really?
July 10th.
I had no
didn't know
idea.
they were doing.
They
that
wrapped
one.
up production.
I'll be darned.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep. So that comes out this summer. Bob's Burgers getting the movie,
Oh God.
and Morbius. That's the one with
Spider-Man.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's
that
a
actually.
vampire.
He's a
isn't he?
vampire.
that looks
That one looks
good.
okay. That
Yeah.
comes out in July. So I'm
Mhm.
just gonna go. There's a couple other movies I want to talk about here as well. There's Bill and Ted Face the Music. That's
Yep.
in August.
Mhm.
Which I saw the first Bill and Ted. I think we should just watch both of them.
I'm fine with that.
Venom 2 comes out in October.
Not so sure.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going.
I'm going. I wasn't
I'm
like.
surprised you like that one.
I wasn't a huge fan of it.
I
I
liked it.
can't say I'm surprised. I actually no, I am surprised. It's a weird movie.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills is what the sequel is called. That
Oh,
comes out in
nice. I like
October.
that.
And then Marvel's Eternals comes out in November, and that's about it. That's like all.
that's-
like I
that's
went
quite a
through. I went
few.
through the list of like movies. There's other movies coming out that are kind of interesting that we might see
But
trailers
those are like the
for,
big
and-
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brett, you got a movie?
I think so. I got another. Have you seen Backdraft,
Yes.
Josh?
That's Backdraft is the firefighter movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. hmm
Did you ever finally watch The Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander?
We attempted it.
I couldn't go for.
No.
Couldn't go.
Mhm.
No.
Did you at least skip to the end then?
No.
No, I don't think
No.
so.
You should
We
skip
turned it
until
off,
like
though.
the last.
It was
Fine,
on.
man.
HBO.
I know. I didn't honestly. I
last-
didn't like her acting.
The last 5 minutes, kind of is just a nod to the video games.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I really.
Is it like House of the Dead where it goes in the first person or something? Or
No, no,
Okay.
They do that in that terrible
No.
Doom movie.
I know. I
too.
just. I did.
Oh,
I couldn't.
yeah,
I
I
could
forgot
not.
about
I
that.
think we watched maybe 45 minutes of it, and I was like, I told Josh, I'm like, I'm not into it. Let's just shut it off.
No, it wasn't that interesting. It
no.
was like
mm-mm.
it was fine.
How about The Client?
I have no
Never
idea
heard of that.
what that
Really?
is. No.
That was a John Grissom book, I think.
Mm.
But
All right. What genre?
it's like a suspense.
Ooh.
Drama.
Okay.
But it's got Tommy Lee Jones and Susan Sarandon and Brad Renfro, who is not alive anymore.
This sounds like a very
Year?
thriller movie that my parents would have watched.
1994.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh, suspense thriller from '94.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
The body. What's it called?
Not the
Client.
bodyguard.
The Client.
The
Why did I think of the
Client.
bodyguard? The Client.
That's a good one. So, do you want to know what it's about?
Yeah.
So, this,
Do you know by heart, or do you want me to IMDb it?
I know it.
Okay.
This kid witnesses I believe it was a suicide, and basically has to go into protection, and he gets a lawyer who is Susan Sarandon, but she's like a kind of like a small time lawyer, and he's
Mhm.
got a hitman after him, and he's got the feds trying to interrogate him to find out what he knows, because the guy that killed himself was the lawyer of this guy that's on trial, and he
Uh-huh.
told him where the body of the victim of his client is. So it's very interesting.
That kind of reminds me of the story of like, what's the girl that she won't give the number?
Oh, with Michael Douglas
Yes.
and Brittany Murphy.
Yes, that one.
Don't say a word.
No,
Yeah.
No.
That would be the movie, but I've never seen it.
is that the
I've never
movie?
seen it either.
But that sounds right.
Look it
You've
up.
never seen that
Look
I've
it
movie?
never
up.
seen Don't Say a
It's
Word.
if
actually
I'm right.
it's a really good movie.
I don't know what I'm looking up.
I don't know.
Just looking to see if they're both in it.
Michael Douglas.
I mean,
and
if they're
Brittany
both in it,
Murphy.
is this the movie you're talking
Yes.
about? Have they ever starred in a movie
I
together
don't
before?
think so.
Okay.
Michael Douglas and Brittany Murphy.
That one I remember being pretty big. Don't Say a Word
Yeah.
in 2001.
She
Michael
goes, "I'll
Douglas,
never
Sean
tell."
Bean,
Yeah.
and Brittany Murphy. Yep, 6.3 out of 10
And
on
what's
IMDb.
it called?
Don't Say a Word.
I was right.
I just didn't think that was the title, but yeah, that was a good movie. It's a
Never
nice
seen
like twisty suspense movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But we're gonna do what movie again? I wrote it down.
The Client.
The Client. Sorry. So since we're talking about movies, I think we should go into the topic of the week. Since we're discussing, so we discussed the Terminator and how the Rev 9, which is a different Terminator from a different company, actually, on Terminator Dark Fate. What was it again? Cyberdyne is no longer a company
Correct.
in Dark Fate. It's Legion.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. So
Legion kind of takes the place of Skynet.
yeah, it's kind of like the Resistance taking over the Rebels,
Right,
and the
right.
First Order taking over
The new
Imperial.
order.
Yeah.
Or no, you're right. The first order is the
The Rebels. Empire, yes, thank you. So it's kind of like that. They kind of just did a whole new thing, rebrand.
Renamed them.
Yep. And we were talking about villains and stuff over the past few weeks and stuff. We were talking about movies. So we're going to talk about what is the movie villain that had the most satisfying death? And what do you have, Alex? So we're not like repeating ourselves on the podcast. What do you want to look up? You looking at Instagram?
Yeah, I've got Instagram up.
Because I can do Facebook.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine. I've got Instagram.
Okay. So do you want to discuss our own first and then go into comments like we normally do?
So I have
top
I ha-
3, right?
I
is what we were
have-
discussing.
I have 2, and one you don't need to say much because most people know, which is Hans Gruber,
Yeah.
which everybody talks about every December. 'Cause there's the
Is it a Christmas
long
movie?
living meme of "It's not Christmas until I see Hans Gruber fall from Nakatomi Plaza." I mean, the best part about that is Alan Rickman was surprised when they released the line.
By the way, guys, spoiler alert on all this, because this is going to be like, we're going to tell you this
Oh
person
yeah, this
dies.
person.
I'm trying to go with older movies for me. Like I went through and I have some 90s movies mainly.
Okay.
So this is a lot of stuff. And I have like 6, but I can weed them out in case there's repeats. So, and what was your second one, Brett?
So the second one is my favorite movie, which is The Punisher from 2004. And the reason why I chose it is because they basically...
Which villain, though? Which villain?
Robert Saint.
Okay, because the Russian was pretty satisfying, too.
That was, but that was fast. So Robert Saint, the reason why it was satisfying, because it wasn't just the fact that he died, it was how he took him down. And basically what he did, Frank Castle did, was he tricked him into believing that his wife was cheating on him, so he killed his wife. Like, Robert Saint killed his own wife because he thought
That's right.
she was cheating on him.
Yes.
Then he made him think that she was cheating on him with his best friend.
Yep.
So he killed his best friend. So at the very end, after he shoots him in the gut, because they kind of had like a high noon draw, he's like, "Made you kill your wife." It shows the picture of his friend who was gay and he didn't know it. It's
Oh shit!
That's right, because he thought
That's
that's
right.
what the
well,
reason
he
was.
actually made you kill your wife through his earring because he planted an earring on his bed.
Oh my god,
He's
I
like,
freaking forgot about that.
Made you kill your best
Big
friend
setup,
and throws
yep.
the picture of his best friend kissing this dude in an alley because he had to keep it secret.
Right.
And then he also killed his other son.
Yep.
So he took just everything that he loved away from him.
Paranoia.
Then he wrapped his leg around this car, pushed the car in neutral down like a short hill so he's dragging him behind this car with the bullet hole in his gut, and then blows up the car so he burns to death. I'm like, man,
He
he
just wrecked himself.
wrecked this guy's life every way possible.
I'm surprised you didn't say the villain from Gone in 60 Seconds. That was pretty satisfying too.
It was.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember his name. What's his name?
Raymond Calitri.
Calitri. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean that was good too. But
That's one of your. That's one of
when
your favorite, right?
He's like, the best part of that is when he walks back in, he just goes, "Hey," and he just punches him right in the face. But no, with Raymond Calitri, what's great is that he saved the cop that's been trying to bust him the whole movie from death by killing him. You know what I mean? And that
Yeah.
allows him to get away. Or,
Right. Right.
You know.
Alex, did you have yours ready? Because I have some of mine I can say if you don't.
So I've
if you can
got-
think about some.
The one that, like, whenever you talk about a villain and their death,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think of a movie.
Think of TV show, don't you? Because that's what a lot of people have been saying in our comments too. Everyone has been saying Game of Thrones.
Yes,
Stuff
because they have the
from Game of
most
Thrones.
satisfying.
Now, Can we keep that
kills.
spoiler free on those since that's a show?
No, it's been done.
Wow, for a year.
It's been done.
Okay, but it's not a movie.
I know, but that I'm gonna count mine as that
Okay.
because I was like, I don't really have a lot of like, because I don't like, I watched a lot of action movies, but nothing's been like, wow, I really like the way they killed the guy off.
Mm.
It's always for me been like, man, why didn't they could have done something else, or that was too quick, or
Okay.
something. And for some reason, Game of Thrones just nails it. Whether it's a villain or your favorite character, like they kill those people off
Right.
the correct way.
Who?
Well, it's.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to change the subject from Game of Thrones.
Well, did she want to say who?
Go ahead and say who.
Well, you know who, and they're all like
Main villains.
top 3 are
We'll just say the big one. That way,
Okay.
that way we were only saying that way.
Joffrey.
Joffrey. Yes.
Joffrey, and then
You gonna do the other one?
the big war that happened. I
No.
can never remember his not
It's
Baratheon.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. Yes.
God.
Yes, I loved it when he
So
got
forget
killed.
we said that. People
Um,
who haven't seen Game of Thrones yet.
And then the mountain.
That. Nah.
No,
Okay.
it needed to happen.
So those are your top 3. Like all together, you're just gonna go Game of Thrones.
Like that's like I'll just group that into like one.
You don't
as,
have
like,
a movie.
No, I can't really think of too many.
Okay, I'm gonna say a few. The T-1000.
So from
Terminator 2.
It's
Yeah.
really the only way he could go.
Yeah. Oh, through lava.
Yeah. Just being melted to death.
Alec/006 from GoldenEye.
Ooh, that one's rough.
That's a good one though.
Whole antenna.
That was
dropped on him.
satisfying.
Which the fall alone probably should have killed him.
Howard Payne from Speed.
Oh, because his
Oh,
head gets
Yeah.
knocked off. See, again, like I don't think that was a good
That
kill
was a
because
satisfying
it was just like
death.
all he did was look up and his
No,
head
no, no,
fell
no, no,
off.
no. It
His
was the
head
line.
fell off.
It was the line, Alex. It was the line.
His head fell off.
Dumb
Oh,
and
that's-
Dumber.
It's
Dumb and Dumber. Wow, it took you a minute.
I actually am watching that this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
No,
Okay,
it's the line that was said
which is
when he's fighting Jack. He's like, "I'm
You're
smarter than
I'm
you.
so-
I'm
I'm
you're
taller.
Yeah, and then Jack, I'm taller.
Yeah,
the one
see,
liner.
it's so stupid. Why is that a satisfying death?
It's good.
No.
Yes, it's good. I'm gonna say a couple more here, and then we're gonna go into the comments.
I
Okay.
want to say one more.
What?
You can go ahead first.
The captain from Pan's Labyrinth.
I don't know.
See, I never finished Pan's Labyrinth
That is
because I can't get past the dinner table
with
part.
the eyeballs in the
Yes,
hands.
I can't do it. No, it's too
tough.
scary.
It's tough. Yes. Commodus from Gladiator.
I don't even remember it.
Joaquin Phoenix's character.
I don't remember what happened.
I don't either.
Okay. The most climactic
What happened?
death in the
I
entire
know. What happened?
film.
I don't remember.
Joaquin Phoenix's character.
I honestly I remember very little about that movie.
Fine. You guys are
What happened?
awesome. He
Did he
dies
get
from Russell
stabbed?
Crowe.
Does he
I mean,
get
he does a
stabbed?
gladiator match and he does a stabby stab.
not real original then.
Goodness. No. Fine. And then I had one more. Hopper from A Bug's Life.
I've never seen Bug's Life.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't even think about Disney movies or is that one a Disney?
That's a Pixar, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about Disney movie. I mean, Scar's satisfying.
Oh yeah, getting torn to
A
shreds.
lot of people
by-
were saying Scar on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah, Scar is pretty satisfying. Ursula's pretty satisfying. She gets a boat rammed into her,
Yeah.
into her
Sharp.
gut.
with a sharp.
Brett,
Blank.
who was it you were going to say?
So, now you talked about Game of Thrones. In Sons of Anarchy, a lot of people die, but one that I love is at the end of season 2 when they make the ATF agent who tried to ruin Opie's life sit in the front seat of the car, and he sits behind her and he's like, "I want you to feel what she felt," and just shoots her in the back of the
I
head.
totally forgot about that
like,
until
oh,
like, you're
like,
giving me chills.
That is freaking awesome.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
See, it's like my TV shows really kind of they get it right, or at least I mean they got that one right too. But no, that's just like when you think of like a villain being killed off, my mind instantly goes to Joffrey.
Well, and
Yeah.
you could go back with Sons of Anarchy again when Tig shoots Damon Pope, and Pope is the guy who burned his daughter alive. So that was very
yes,
like,
that was satisfying.
take that, you son of a bitch.
So we got some comments on YouTube.
Go for it.
So let's go for the comments, and we're going to go through our social media for people doing our retweets,
I saw
Instagram.
Alex, I saw your dad's comments, and the problem, I don't have a problem with them, except that I liked the Joe Pesci characters in Casino and Goodfellas, and especially in Casino, I thought, while he was a terrible, terrible person, that is a horrible way to die. And if you
In a
don't remember,
cornfield?
well, he got beat to death and buried alive.
It was very difficult to watch.
Well, he
really.
deserved it for
It
what
was-
he freaking did.
I mean,
the
look at
whole
everything
time.
he did, though.
That's what I said. He was a terrible, terrible person.
It's satisfying.
In Goodfellas, he just got shot in the head.
It's satisfying in Casino because that's him getting what he deserves.
Just yeah.
That's a satisfying death.
It's a career of being
It was his brother too, right?
him and his brother. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And
yeah.
he basically, they made him watch as they beat his brother almost to death, and then beat him up, and then buried them both.
Yeah, yep. So let's go into some comments. Alex, you did some stuff on Instagram.
Well, my
and
dad's
I've
gonna
got-
have to help me on the name of the guy from Princess Bride. But we've got the Fickle Fanboy podcast.
Shout out to them.
Shout out. The man with 6 fingers on his hand in the Princess Bride. So the guy that kills his father. Like, you killed my father, prepare to die.
Wasn't that the main villain?
No, not the main villain. He's like the main villain's like handyman, pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna.
But I can't remember what the frick his name is because I don't remember what his name is.
Okay. Is it Count Rugen?
Maybe. Like, I just don't like. He's a side character. Let me see.
I mean, these are older people now, so I got IMDb up.
You know, I don't know.
I don't remember the Princess
yeah, he says
Bride very well.
I don't know. But the guy with 6 fingers on his hand.
Well,
so,
we know it wasn't Fred Savage.
yeah.
That's okay because people were saying the same kind of stuff like this type of character. They weren't saying the name. Like I've got one on Facebook. I'm just gonna say real quick. The guy in The Patriot, can't remember character's name.
Oh, Jason Isaacs.
Yes, Jason Isaacs. What's his name?
Shit, I didn't even think about that
that's,
one.
That's the actor's
Yeah.
name.
What's the?
He's the Green Dragoons. Give me a minute.
Okay, Alex. What you got for next?
We got J&T.
Tavington, Colonel Tavington.
Damn.
We got J&T podcast.
Shout out.
Which is I didn't even think about this one, but this is another Disney one.
Yeah, you gotta think Disney. Disney has some some interesting stuff.
Just off the first one that comes to mind, Clayton from Tarzan, homeboy gets hung.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh man, that's right.
Homeboy gets hung.
Like, yeah, I was like trying to think of Tarzan, and I'm like, oh yeah, he gets hung. So yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We've got Varric again, so thank you so
it
much,
was Count
Varric.
Rugen.
Count Rugen.
That was
Okay.
right.
All right. Osama bin Laden in Zero Dark 30.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to see that movie.
If that doesn't count, then Mrs.
That counts.
Mrs. Voorhees in Friday the 13th.
Yes, Jason Voorhees' mom.
Oh, okay. I've not seen that.
Pamela. She was the
It's kind of a
killer
spoiler.
in Friday, the
whatever.
original Friday the 13th.
It's supposed to be kind of a shock twist. Weird for some reason. I don't get it.
I do have one more on
Okay.
Instagram.
We got a lot of people on Facebook, so I'm just gonna kind of like
The
filter through.
Fickle Fanboy podcast.
shout out to them guys.
Shout out to them. So he said Hans Gruber in Die Hard or the man with 6 fingers on his hands with Princess Bride.
Everyone was saying that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
So
Did we get anything on Twitter? Because I know that we got some retweets and stuff. So
there was one on Twitter.
while
so
you're
you
looking
do,
at that, I
you
got
do
some
that, I'll
Facebook.
grab Twitter.
And this is from Justin Kelly's share
Thank
on
you.
our Facebook. Thank you very much. You are our top fan, and we do appreciate that. And we do appreciate all the people who do the likes, shares, and subscribes on all of our channels. We appreciate that. So do be sure to do that while you are watching on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. One person said 300 when Theron gets it, the dirtbag in the council meeting. The guy who banged.
And what? Sorry.
I've
300.
seen 300, but it's been a long time.
Oh,
You will not enjoy this.
This is Sparta guy.
No,
He gets
no,
kicked.
no. You will not enjoy this.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
He's banging her, Lena Headey.
Yeah.
Yeah, while Gerard Butler's off on the battlefield, the other guy's like she uses her womanhood
Uh-huh.
to coerce him into voting for more soldiers onto the battlefield.
Yeah. But I don't remember.
He dies.
How's he die?
He gets stabbed by her, and she
okay.
says the same thing back to him.
Oh, okay.
It's very
I guess
satisfying.
it's been a while, and 300 is a really good movie, so I haven't seen it in a while.
Someone said Star Trek: Wrath of Khan, so that one must have been a big one. A lot of people saying Joffrey. Ivy, Drew Barrymore in Poison Ivy.
Never seen it.
Never, yeah. The Good Son.
Oh, really? I mean,
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
Did that kid have to go though?
Wow.
I don't know. He was
evil.
I mean, he.
Did he drown?
No.
Oh no, he
hit the
probably
rock.
like
no,
hit
did
the
he
rock.
drown the little? Didn't he? Didn't
He tried to kill his daughter
no? Did
or
No,
his
he-
sister.
He killed his little brother.
That's what I was
and
asking.
Oh, his
tried
little
to
brother.
kill his little
Yeah.
sister.
He was
Sibling
he needed-
rivalry.
Yeah, I think he needed to go.
Then there's a couple other here. Guy Pearce in Lawless.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
Jack and Todd in Breaking Bad.
Jack and Todd.
Weren't
I-
the
I know
Jack.
Todd. Oh, at the end.
Mm-hmm.
At the end. Okay,
Mhm.
yes, that was actually very sad. Man, why didn't I think of Breaking Bad?
Alex, you need to like open your mind.
Tuco.
Tuco was pretty.
Tuco was pretty satisfying.
Yeah,
Now that we're thinking of Breaking Bad. See, again, TV shows. We've got the shark from Jaws, the original shark.
he got blowed up.
He blew. Well, spoiler alert. I mean, I haven't seen
Well,
that movie yet.
You knew it happened though, right?
I know the entire
You've
concept
probably
of Jaws.
seen the scene a
I'm
million
not
times.
scared of the ocean. I'm not
You know
scared
what?
of the beach. It's not
Maybe
gonna
that,
scare
maybe
me.
that might be my next movie.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't want to watch it though because I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't
Why not?
because it's scary.
Oh my!
It's not scary.
I don't like sharks and I don't like deep water.
You know how cheesy
A lot
that
of sharks
movie
here
is.
in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And then Justin Kelly said on my status, Scar from Lion King was very
Yeah, see,
satisfying.
Scar
So,
is pretty
That's a
satisfying.
big one.
We've got Patrick from Paranormal Activity Podcast.
What up, Patrick?
So he says, for me, I got to say Mrs. Carmody from The Mist.
Oh,
she
yeah.
got people killed and basically used what was going on to strike fear in people to follow her. She preached it was good, or preached it was for God, but made it more of a cult.
She got.
You're with us, or we will kill you. Loved it when she got hers.
Do you know how she got hers?
No, I've never seen The Mist.
Maybe I'm gonna put that in. I won't say it. I'm gonna put that in my
In
list.
your,
I've never seen The Mist.
I've never seen it. So
That's got Tom Jane, who played Frank Castle in The Punisher.
That's not going to make me like it more.
Fuck me, right?
Okay, I liked that movie, by the way. Josh
Punisher?
didn't. Yes, I've always
you.
had. I'm like, I like that version.
Oh,
Yes, it was a very. Josh doesn't like it because we were broken up when that movie came out. So
That's not the reason I don't like it.
It's also a Marvel movie that's not part of the MCU.
And no one's upset about that.
I'm glad it's
I'm
not
actually
part of
pretty
the
fine
MCU.
with it.
I like that.
I can't
it's-
wait for them to make one that is.
Well,
we'll
as long
see.
as it's rated R,
Yeah.
and I
Mm.
don't think they're gonna make one.
Do we have any other comments?
I had one that was not actually a death, but the outcome was satisfying, and that is the very first Purge when
Yeah, when she beats up that chick, right?
Well, the chick
neighbor.
goes for the gun, and she's like, "Nope," and she just breaks her nose with the butt of the shotgun.
Yep.
And before that happens, the guy they're trying to kill is like, "Your call. What do you want me to do? Kill him?" Or she's like, "No more killing," and she makes him sit at a table until the time runs out.
Yep.
And like, oh, you got to live a whole nother year, hating these people until you can try again the next year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have to go back and watch #1 again. Like, it's such a good
Well,
movie.
we got 5 coming out. Wait, is it 5? Yeah, 5 coming out this summer. So,
Well,
number 5.
that's another one, Alex. That me and you like those movies. He didn't like them.
I know.
I like the first
it's-
one.
Right,
he likes
but
the first one. Like, I like him.
I like the
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty
third and
throwaway.
the fourth quite a bit.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
The fourth, which is a prequel, but
Yep. Oh, this is a quick reminder for people watching on YouTube. We do have a post show prepared for you guys.
Yes, post show YouTube
So,
exclusive.
Yes, it will
for
be
episode
exclusive
200.
on YouTube for episode 200. Just
are
so
we
you guys
are
know.
we done
With what?
with the weekly topic?
Yeah, do we have
Yes.
one for next week?
I don't, but I had one more movie quick topic to talk about.
I have a topic for next week.
Go ahead.
Oh, you do?
If you guys want this one. What fashion trend are you happy went away?
Because we're going to talk about what's coming back, right?
I don't know. What's coming back?
The mullet.
Is it?
Yes, there's already 2
All right.
celebrities that have
There
it.
is, but it's just as a joke. It's not
We
an
don't know that.
actual.
Are you kidding? Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus have a mullet.
Yeah, for it's. I don't
Girls are pretty they don't do that kind of stuff with their hair like just for a joke.
know. Well,
Freaking Google it. It's
Women-
disgusting.
I believe you.
Alex,
No, somebody posted, be prepared, the mullet's
It's
coming
just
back.
another thing that repeats itself after 20 years. Or
you know
whatever.
what?
But it's the mullet.
Okay, so what when you know what? This is a topic for next week. You guys can save your heat for next
Fine.
week.
I
Fine.
gotta talk about one last movie thing that
Okay.
hit the news this week, and that was that Spielberg is out as Indiana Jones
Mhm.
5 director.
Heard about that?
Which,
Not too upset about that.
yeah, me too. Spielberg's gotten to be in his late 60s now, anyway.
Indy needs to be taken under the helm of someone else for once, because look what happened to Jurassic World.
Well, and here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
So
We're not talking about the sequel to
Har-
Jurassic World,
Harrison
though, guys.
Ford did some interview a couple weeks ago where he said he doesn't know what a Force ghost is, and he doesn't give
He
a
doesn't
shit
care
or
either.
something.
Yeah,
Just
right.
completely.
The Harrison Ford thing to say.
Well, exactly. I'm like, why is he even doing interviews? All he does is just not give a shit about
He
anything.
was good on. He did a Jimmy Kimmel bit when Force Awakens was coming out, and it was like a whole bit about people interviewing to become Han Solo for Episode 7.
Yeah.
It was a funny bit, and he was promoting the movie, and that was probably the only time I've seen Harrison Ford love what he's doing at this age.
Now he's
There's
just like,
nothing-
he's just like this
there's nothing
mean old
else.
bastard.
It's just like Bruce Willis. You almost don't want to see them on
Yes.
air anymore. You
Yes.
want to keep them off because
So-
they're not in 7. You knew he liked being in the Falcon.
Uh-huh.
That's about it.
I just hope in 5, just like he did with his others, somebody kills him off so he passes the torch or whatever, you know.
Well,
You know, Sean Connery wasn't this mean old bastard in his old days.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler alert. One of his franchises that was a surprise that they sequeled was Blade Runner, and he does not die in that movie.
Yeah, but it's not a franchise like Star Wars or.
It was I would say cult.
Blade
Like,
Runner's cult
It's
runs
not
deep.
a
though.
franchise though with
Yeah.
multiple entries.
Yeah.
It is,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd say franchise.
Well,
would
it
just
has
say
it has
cult-
all it has other things about it, not just movies. It has other stuff, so it is a franchise then, right? Is that what
Okay,
makes
it's
a
not
franchise?
a series then. It's not a trilogy, quadrilogy,
Yeah,
whatever you
like
wanna
I would
call
call-
it.
But
It's
it's
not
still-
multiple movies.
But the following's pretty huge. I'm just saying, like,
It's-
I know, but it's not.
Blade Runner does
I'm
not
still
touch
saying he
Star
doesn't
Wars
wanna
or
die.
Indiana Jones.
We're saying
it just
this-
doesn't.
I'm still saying it's a big deal that he didn't die on a sequel that
Nobody
he was starring
even cares
in.
that he was in the last one that he was.
You're-
Nobody's
how do you
talking
know
about-
you're not a Blade Runner fan?
That's how I know.
Well, I am, and I was happy he
We
was
talked
there
about it for 10 minutes and then we never talked about it again.
because you don't like it.
Anyway, let's
Can I move on to something that I want to talk about?
Yes,
yeah,
please.
if you make it snappy,
Why?
because we're gonna wrap up and do the post show.
Yes.
No, we got time.
Anyways, hey, so I wanted to let you guys know how old I feel.
Go ahead.
On our 12-hour or 10-hour trip to Minnesota, Josh and I decided to look up the Billboard Top 100 songs just to see what's new and see if these songs are any good and if we've heard of them. And we got through how many?
We got
30?
Top 30.
We went through top 30 before we stopped doing it. And in top 30, I made sure if I liked a song, I wrote it down.
Mhm.
And in 30 songs, we listened to, and I didn't listen to all of them. I listened to a minute. The goal was
We did a minute and a half.
a
We did
minute-
half
a minute
the
and a
song,
half.
at least.
A
The
minute and a
average of a
half.
half a song.
And by a minute and a half, if we didn't like it, then we shut it off.
You know
and
you're
went
not
to
going to
the
like
next
the
one.
song at that point, right?
Yes.
I mean, you get to the chorus and
You
maybe
get
the
to the
second
chorus,
verse.
yes. So I found 3.
No,
Mhm.
4.
4?
Yep. You were 4 out of 30.
Okay. Either way, so
But the
I've got Post Malone, Circles.
That was a good one.
Louis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. And then the other one that I oh yeah, you're right, there was another one. The second to top one was Good as Hell by Lizzo. And my absolute new favorite song, by the way, which is so weird that I have like a new favorite song, but it is called Hot Girl Bummer Anthem Or it's called the Hot Girl Bummer Song. It's by Black Bear.
It's a really good
Listen,
song.
Every generation listens to their generation's music, so this is not.
We are
I
trying.
know, but it was like, I was like, let me just see what it's like.
Here's
I
the
wanna see
thing,
what
Brett.
the
We
new
were
songs
hanging
are
around
like.
30 or olds in Key West, and there was a song playing that we had no idea what it was, and they're like, "Oh, you don't know this song?" And they're like 6 years older than us.
I know.
So we're still trying. At least we gave the attempt. We're sitting in a car for 9 hours.
I know.
We're gonna give
I was
Spotify
like, let's
a
just
try.
see.
I just if I hear something I like in some kind of pop culture, then I add it to.
Yeah, we
that,
don't do
but
that.
I don't go searching for new music to.
No,
like.
I don't either.
That's
But we did it more as like a
game.
Let's just see what the new songs are
See what
these
we
days.
can-
Like, I don't even think
enjoy.
I've heard a Billie Eilish song.
Yeah, you probably
Actually,
heard Bad Guy.
It's
I don't
bad.
think so.
Bad Guy is actually not bad. Like, but at the same time, I listen to Billie Eilish and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why? I'm probably gonna get so much flack for this, and she's apparently a really popular person.
It doesn't matter. You're
but
fine.
my
You're
opinion,
entitled.
my opinion is I don't get it. Like she whispers like this when she sings. So I'm like, I don't really kind of get the thing. But I never got the whole thing about Post Malone, and I'd seen pictures of him, I'd seen video of him, but I had never heard him sing. And I would have not have thought that voice came out of that dude. And it was actually, he has a very nice voice, very nice voice and very catchy song.
Yep.
So there was that.
Yep.
I got that out of it.
It was a fun road trip though.
Yeah.
And we
Okay.
got to listen to some music.
Brett, what you want to do?
Do we have anything else on the list?
No.
That was
I
it?
mean,
Nope.
yeah, we can wrap it and then do the fun stuff.
Okay, so make
Okay.
sure if you guys are on YouTube, do be sure to stick around because we will be doing a post show.
No, I don't. I'm not doing audio, right?
Recording on there.
Yeah.
Do a
No.
separate audio.
Yeah.
Do a new one.
Do a separate one. Yeah, just
Okay.
in case. 'Cause I want to see if it's better than what we're recording on YouTube. Just in case I want to merge it. So it might be better. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, make sure you guys come check out our YouTube. We will be having a separate recording of that, and we're gonna upload it separately. So make sure you guys do check out. I'm gonna discuss what it is actually. So if you guys are listening, we're gonna be doing a game show of what did I name it? Guess that emoji. So.
Yeah.
The thing about that is I'm going to show one on screen when we do the post show. There's one that Alex was using improperly entirely. And so we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to go through some emojis and see what you can guess. And we're going to see who can win.
By the way, for this show, you were supposed to write trivia for me.
I had some prepared if you want. I have like 4 questions.
Let's do it.
I had everything else to prepare for today. Because I've been like doing
give it a
this
shot.
production. So this was a Splinter Cell quiz. I was watching some stuff on Splinter Cell.
So is it 4 questions on Splinter Cell?
It's only 4 questions. I had a lot more preparing here. So
And I think I said this when you asked me. I don't know a lot about the Splinter Cell stories.
this isn't what that's about.
Okay. I'm gonna embarrass myself here probably.
Maybe. These are just real basic questions. Now the problem is I would have had like maybe 10 more or so if I had a chance to check that out, but I had other stuff going on as far as getting the podcast prepared. What is the game type of Splinter Cell considered?
Stealth action.
Yep. What year did the first game come out?
01.
2002.
I was like, oh, Brett's gonna get that one.
What was the project of Splinter Cell first called?
I don't know that.
It was called The Drift. Then Splinter Cell Stealth Action Redefined.
Redefine. Yeah.
Yep. Ironside is also known for what other media?
What other media?
Like he is the voice of
He's the voice
Sam
of Sam
Fisher.
Fisher.
What else is he known for?
I just know he's done like acting, not just voice acting, but
He's the main villain in Total Recall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. That's all I had for questions. I wasn't done with the quiz, but it was for episode 200. So, yeah, that's some Splinter Cell stuff. Brett,
My
now
mic
you know a
just
little bit
fell
more. Your mic fell off? Oh, Alex, you want to...
His head fell off.
His head fell off. All right, so while you're messing with that, we're going to go ahead and get into the Twitch plugs. So if you, Alex, you want to just go ahead with that, actually, you first, and then I'll do
Oh,
mine.
okay.
A tad,
Eh,
a tad,
Ted
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
If you'd like to follow me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/Q_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I stream on Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays. Saturday and Sunday in the evening, and Monday early afternoon. Didn't get to today because I went to a work meeting that lasted a lot longer than it should have.
Then we had to prepare for
And then
groceries
I had to
for the week.
then I had to go grocery shopping, which I
Yep.
hate doing. But anyway, so I am currently playing Sims 4 and the Halo. I've got Halo 2 that I'm working on, and then the past couple weeks we've been doing some GTA 5
love it.
with us as a podcast, and then our friend Patrick in California,
It's
which
good
has
stuff.
been quite a blast because I did a
Brett
6-hour
had to
stream
be
the one night, and
dad.
I did a 5-hour stream the other time.
Yeah, it was,
I understand
was
you were
cranky.
tired. Yeah, you were
Uh,
really
And
but-
cranky.
apparently, I don't know how to drive a van.
You don't know how to drive a van, but before that, I did a superb job piloting a helicopter, and you did a superb job
I
shooting the
did.
bad guys.
I did, and
with
I thought
the-
it was so.
with the gun.
I will say, when your controller sits there when you're on a machine gun for like 10 minutes while you guys are
It's
doing a
vibrating
heist,
pretty heavy, isn't
it's
it?
just like.
Well, I tell you what, that helicopter was not easy to,
Maneuver.
because I tried
There
to.
were times you were going down. I'm like,
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
had
crash.
to.
You about
I
hit
had
that
to-
building once, right?
Well, I had
Wait.
to elevate, and then I had to keep
You had to strafing.
so she could have line of sight to the target.
Yeah.
And yes, I did get stuck on a sign.
Yes, he.
And then you about killed us when you were
All of a
picking
sudden-
Patrick and
No,
us up
all
on
of
the
a sudden,
beach.
our propellers up top. I was sitting in there doing the gunning. I'm like, what the heck? Where are these sparks coming from? Like my point of view, and I'm like, Brett, we're on the building. And it's just like our propellers are stuck in a sign.
It's good stuff.
No, we always have lots of fun.
Yelling
and
at each other, especially.
We yell at each other quite a bit when we're
Yeah.
playing. But there's a casino now, and I won 10 grand on one hand, so
Yeah.
that was fun.
That was a really good
Only if
fun
that was
time.
real.
I have a
but-
blast playing GTA. I would play a lot more if we can get more people together. Like
Yeah.
seriously, if we can get people together, play GTA with us, I think I would do it like almost every stream. I have
Yeah.
a blast doing it because there's plenty to do. There's a lot to do,
Yeah,
and you
there
don't realize how much there is to do. And then when you start doing
I mean,
it,
the last
you
hour
just get
we
addicted to it.
Yeah, we just screwed around. So.
Yep,
But
yep.
no, so it was fun.
There's some
Joshua.
good stuff. Yep, I'm gonna do my stuff. Then I'm also gonna do the plug. So I'm gonna switch over to the new cam over here. So if you would like to follow me on Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Mr. Masterl. You can follow me there. I will be streaming Tuesday and Wednesday evening and Saturday morning. Alex is gonna try to sneak in on the webcam. What are you doing? Don't do that. On what am I playing now? I've been playing. I'm gonna move the webcam down a little bit. I've been playing. I've been doing Rocket League. I've been doing Batman
Arkham,
Arkham
yeah.
Asylum.
I did watch a little bit.
I've been having a blast with that. Actually, I'm actually enjoying the campaign a lot. The story mode just got past. I'm starting up Poison Ivy now, so I don't know how
Okay.
far in I am. And the only reason why I'm going through this is because I want to get through. I want to go do Arkham City.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a blast. So make sure that you do follow me on there. I will be streaming tomorrow night. Might be doing the Division 2 because it is on sale for $3. So we bought that. I think, you know what? Let's just plan for that. If you guys can
Cool.
get on around 8:30, yeah,
On what day?
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll be on there. We'll be doing the Division 2. And then as far as the podcast goes, if you want to catch us on our social media, we are on Facebook, which is facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. And we are on Twitter, which is @PTOUnlimited. On there, you can catch our fan question of the week. Alex, you get out of here. Don't mess me
I
up.
can't help it.
Alex, don't mess me up on the
I know, that's why
the
I'm doing
plugs.
it. So where are you at on your plugs, by the way?
What?
Where are you at on the plugs?
I've already gone through the social media.
Yeah.
So on there, you will
triple
see.
stamp, a double stamp.
Heck, you guys. On there, you will see.
Lloyd.
Josh, where are we at on the plugs?
On there, you can answer our fan question. Also, you can see anything else that we post on there as far as memes and other things. So make sure you do that. If you ever want to follow me on Twitter, it is @Lemke619.
Brett_Wings.
Cute_kitty. Go back to your camera. It's cute.
Why? You messing with my. So if we get another webcam, then we can start doing some other stuff for our broadcast. So be pretty
I
interesting.
don't really have a final note.
I do actually. Did you hear that they are actually setting up a senior citizen bachelor and bachelorette? ABC is gonna launch a senior citizens bachelor show.
Ooh, can we say a final note?
What is?
If you are not watching the Lego Masters.
Lego
No,
Masters.
It's amazing.
I started watching the first episode. I could not get into it.
No, watch it.
Oh, you just no, the first one's not like you gotta watch like it's so much fun.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's so cool.
The builds and stuff that you see, people are just doing.
The one guy is wearing like a dress.
Oh yeah, no, he goes that way. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he's just
With
flamboyant
a bow
or
in
something.
his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's that couple.
He's
They're
wearing
not
like
a couple. That
He's
team.
wearing like a denim dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that team. They're very. I don't know. They're interesting. The one that really annoys me is the father that keeps on crying, and I hate him so much. He cries
The guy
every
with the
single
hat?
scene. Yes, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think
and
I've
you've
seen
only
him
seen
cry
a little
yet.
bit,
I don't think I've seen him.
but you
cry
know he's
yet, but-
emotional.
Yeah.
I hate him.
I cry when he cries because
Oh
he's
my
just
God.
the sweetest man ever.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
I don't like them trying to make Will
Arnett.
Forte.
Will Arnett.
Will Arnett funny.
No, he's funnier later.
Yeah, he's funnier later, but they do overdo it.
Yeah.
But
And of course, he had to.
It's
say
a
his-
reality
he,
show.
He had to say his "stupid I'm Batman" line
Well,
at
Yeah.
the very
Yeah.
beginning.
that
doesn't
does
do it again.
that does get annoying, but it calms down.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's really interesting. I would recommend those.
Go past Will Arnett and really just watch the builds.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but that was like
No, it's great.
It's amazing.
It's great. There's a married couple, newlywed, and they are building like
They're like the
pros.
masters.
They are the masters.
Yeah, that's
yes.
like that is relationship goals. That's what that is.
Yep. So I think it's time we got on out of here, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for episode 200. If you are on YouTube, do be sure to stick around. We are going to be doing a post show. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a few. Stick around.
What?
When do I hit this button?
Now. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the PTO Unlimited post show. Today we are doing a special edition for episode 200. We are doing emojis. Alex, would you get out of here? Okay, we are doing emojis.
Very rude.
It's very rude. I was trying to do a
Unprofessional.
nice intro for our YouTube. Goodness, like this is our first time we're doing something like get out of here.
Is the one on the screen the first one?
And that's what we're going to be discussing. So today we are going to do an actual post show on, can you guess what that emoji actually is? So the reasoning behind this is Alex and I'm going to guess Brett, you don't know what every meme means. So
You mean
meme or
emoji?
emoji?
emoji. I actually got to switch that.
Not all of them,
Oh
but
crap! I
could.
didn't do that. Let's
That
just-
means no Instagram.
That means no. That means
That means no
I didn't.
camera.
That means I didn't have time to set it up.
Oh,
so.
I thought it really
Yeah.
meant no
No,
Instagram.
no, it means I didn't have time
Because
to
it looked
put
like
something
the
up.
Instagram.
No, they're gonna be right there.
I know that, but it looked like the Instagram thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, so what
Screw
we're
you
doing
guys.
today is we are actually going to be discussing. We're going to have 11 different emojis, and then we're going to have a bonus round of 5 more if you can guess their hidden meaning, and it's going to be worth double points.
Who's keeping score?
Me.
Okay.
Yep. So
You know what you should do?
what?
You should make a sentence with emojis.
No.
You know how kids like communicate through emojis?
Yeah, like on blockers.
Oh, on blockers, yeah.
I think we can do that for a sequel post
My
show.
God.
Yeah, you
So,
should make a sentence and see if we
I think
figure it out.
if I can see what we can discuss there.
I'm gonna
so.
be like Kevin Malone when he's. How's it go when he's like, why use words when?
Why use words when one word do trick or few?
Yeah,
like-
something like
yeah,
that. When
yeah.
use word when one word do trick.
few word do trick.
Few word do trick.
So this emoji that we have on the screen right now is one reason why Alex why I thought of this game, because she was actually using this emoji as a hooray.
This is my no. Well, yes. This
like
is
like yay. Like,
it's yay to me because it's like it to me it looks like someone going like excited like this because that's what I would do. It goes like yay, hooray, like hands
Okay.
up, like woohoo.
so what this word
That's like
actually,
my favorite emoji.
what this word or what this emoji actually is. What do you think it is, Brett?
Well, I would have gone with the same thing.
Really? Okay.
I like jubilant.
Okay. So this emoji is hugging.
Yeah. So if you were gonna send somebody a hug,
Hugging should be like
I know.
yeah,
know.
but they
I
don't
know.
have like
Yeah.
it's supposed
Arms
to be a
crossed.
face.
Yes. So
nobody's
that's-
gonna know that.
Yeah. So I've been actually hugging a lot of people instead
Yeah.
of yaying a lot of
You're
people.
very huggy. You're very huggy.
So I'm a very huggable person, I guess. But
So
no,
the
that's
reason-
not what it is.
The reason that we have this set up as a post show is because you cannot have emojis on an audio show without, angering
Except
somebody.
I'm recording audio right now.
Yeah, that's going to go on the video.
It's gonna be
Oh,
on the
okay.
video.
Yes. Now I have to cut everything. So, we're going to start off with the first emoji of the actual game. Now, that one was just a test run. So, we're going to go with the next one. Now, what do you think that one means?
I know,
I use that one.
I know.
Okay. Now,
What?
now I'm going to say the actual answer. Now, we can kind of broaden it a little bit, but
You're
not
gonna say, why can't we
much.
guess the answer?
Oh, you can. Yeah, if you know
That's
the
the
actual-
point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go first.
Okay.
You're sad because it's raining.
Okay.
I thought it was just you're sad. Like that's how I use it as is. Oh, that sucks. Like sad.
Okay.
No, it's definitely weather related.
Unfortunately, you're both wrong.
Oh,
Damn.
great.
It is semi-weather related.
What?
It's called cold sweat.
Oh.
Oh, I would have put some teeth with that. Like,
Mhm.
you're nervous.
Oh. I totally just used that emoji like 2 nights
What are the
ago.
most annoying in the world?
I just used that as like a sad face 2 nights ago. Like it's not like because I know what the like. Obviously, there's the one where it's like the water is just dripping out of the emoji's eyes, like it's bawling.
Yeah.
Well, I think like that is like I'm bawling, and I think of that as like that's sad.
Mhm.
Nope, it's cold sweat.
Oh, okay.
So-
Well,
It's like you're on the edge of crying. or not.
my dad said the roof is leaking.
The roof is leaking.
I'd be sad if my roof was leaking.
That's pretty good. That's the roof is leaking emoji.
All right. Next one, guys.
Excited.
No,
Okay.
you see a celebrity because there's stars in your eyes.
You're starstruck.
Yeah.
I don't use this emoji.
You're both
Me either.
right.
Oh yeah,
Starstruck.
starstruck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. Brett said it, and then Alex was just like, "Oh, it's starstruck."
Well, you were thinking the same thing.
Yep. So good job on that one. That one I didn't think was gonna be that difficult.
Like there's like excited, and then there's like wow, like I'm blown away excited, and that's what I would use that one for.
Yep. Next one,
Nervous.
Alex.
I don't
Like,
use that one,
oh,
but
crap,
I'm
what do I
gonna
do?
say anxious
Or
because it looks like an anxious face because the emoji's head is kind of cold, so it's losing all of its blood and going to its heart probably, and I'm overthinking this. And then it's got cold sweats.
Alex is exactly right.
Woo!
So I can't give that to you,
I know
Brett.
that's just what I feel like sometimes. So I was like, that's a pretty good emoji.
That
Do
is
I have
called
that?
anxious. Yes, these are
Anxious.
universal.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So that is the
Wow, I'm
anxious.
gonna have
This
to
is the
save that
Android
one.
we're showing on here too. So that is the anxious
it
one.
doesn't need a friggin' water drop there to be anxious.
Well,
Anxiety is
just anxiety,
sweaty.
like sweaty and
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
I just
So,
when I see those drops, I think tears.
without the drop, I think it could be just as good.
Scared. It would be.
We're-
I would say scared
We're
or worried,
critiquing
but
an
I think
emoji.
the sweat makes it anxious.
Are we telling artists how to do a universal emoji?
Yes.
All right, next one.
That that just looks funny. It looks like a pancake.
like,
That's like a shrug the shoulders.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, that's an I don't know emoji.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know. Like, yeah, that's I don't know.
Brett, what'd you say?
It's like I don't know what to do. Like what do I do?
It's confused.
Yeah. So
So
So-
confused.
that's right.
I
Who
say
got
Brett's
it more right
Brett's
there?
right.
You want? Okay, you're gonna give that to Brett.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that to Brett
That seemed more like a Brett answer.
because that just looks like a.
Like that. Like you basically answered it. Yeah. All right. Next
Yeah, I'm not really sure. That's easy. That's a silly face.
Okay.
It's probably not a silly face because you probably didn't put obvious ones on here, but that's what I would use it for.
I tried to find some interesting ones.
Goofy.
It's probably someone. All right, let me guess what it is. There's a bug in here.
What?
Look, this.
It's a
Oh,
moth.
it's flying
Moth
in
or
our, It's
something.
flying in our lights.
No, I'm gonna say that. My dad said the last one was the basement's flooded emoji, the anxiety one. So it's most likely because I would use this as like a haha, like tongue sticking out, funny. I bet you, I'm licking your face or something.
Close.
Oh.
Savoring food.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Savoring.
That's not like
Makes
that
sense.
yummy kind of thing.
Yeah. Right. No.
Yeah, that's not. I would have done this like.
Next one, guys. We're moving on here.
Well, I've been obviously that you're
Well,
effing pissed
I
off.
think angry is too easy. So what else could it be?
That
other
means
than angry?
really, really angry.
There are like 5 angry faces.
Yeah.
So they're all different meanings.
Okay.
I would say this one's furious.
Yeah, I would say like this is Brett driving.
You think Brett's always angry driving?
This is Brett and
Are you angry when
this
you drive
is-
all the time?
This is
Not
Brett and
all
I
the
driving.
time.
Okay.
I can usually, I'll get angry, but then I can let it go pretty quick.
Right. Did you both answer then?
I say furious.
Alex, you said angry.
Well, like pissed
Okay.
off.
It's pouting.
What?
That's
Yep.
not
That is
That
not
is
pouting.
pouting.
That is pouting. That is the pouting face.
Whatever.
That's too extreme.
That
to
looks
be
like an
pouting.
angry cherry.
I know, right? No, there's redder.
Oh,
A
okay.
little
Yeah.
too extreme.
See,
for
I would
pouting.
send that to Josh like as if I was really mad about something. Like really.
Yeah, right. No, it's pouting.
Oh, okay. Um,
This is a weird one.
See, this is the one that I thought would have been nervous.
Doesn't it seem like that? Let me see what this word means, and we'll see.
I will say this one is awkward.
no, I'd say nervous. I think this is nervous.
Or like, uh-oh.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Nope.
It's nervous.
It is
I just got my braces off.
Why do you got to look at your phone?
because I have to look up what grimacing means.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
Grimacing.
And that means to be an expression of disgust, pain, or wry amusement. So none of you got that. Next one should be a little easier.
Smug.
Yeah.
Like smug fly. Like
Like, it's almost like a hidden message, like,
Like, what up?
You know that just that look, like
It's
you
just
know.
it's that look like, what's up, baby?
yeah, exactly. Like
How
know-
you doing?
how you doing? You know what I'm talking about.
You guys are really coming up with interesting stuff. How you doing, baby? That's
What is
It's
it?
just like Joey. How you doing?
Yeah. What is it then?
smirking.
So yeah.
So did you guys basically think that?
Yeah,
That's,
smug. Like you're
It's not
smirking.
smug. Smug is like a negative connotation.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, that's not what I use smug as.
oh, Alex is making up words.
I guess.
How do you use it?
I don't know, like I say that's smug. Like you're being smug, fly, like
Okay.
cool.
Promiscuous. That's promiscuous.
Yeah, promiscuous. like the eyebrows are raised, like, what's up, baby?
All right.
Like, how are you
So
doing?
far,
Can I
you
get your
guys-
number kind of thing?
You guys are tied.
Okay.
Tied at 3.
See? My dad even said smug. That's annoyed. That's what that is. That's my face when Josh won't shut up when he's supposed to.
Wow.
Like when we're at the family reunion and I'm kicking him and he's not listening. Like, dude, you shouldn't say this. And he keeps talking.
GTFO.
What?
That's what you're saying it means? Alex, and you said
I'm saying annoyed. Like, are you serious?
the answer is unamused.
It's close enough to
That's
annoy.
what you got.
Yeah, annoyed.
Yep.
I'm like, that looks like my face when I'm like, like, that's the face I give you in an emoji form.
All right. We are on number 10 here.
That looks like a baby face.
Sleeping. Napping. I'll go with napping.
That one's really weird, actually. It's almost like graceful. Like I'm feeling floaty happy. Not happy, but I'm just like, yay.
Napping.
Alex is right. It's relieved.
Relieved, yes. That's what I'm trying to go for. Like, it's like a, kind of.
So we're on the last one for the originals. Then we do double points for guessing their bonus meanings. So this
Like
is
the
last
same
one.
ones, just bonus
No,
maybe?
no,
Oh, okay.
different ones.
That's
really
raffle.
funny. It's really funny.
No, that's raffle.
You mean rolling on the floor laughing?
Yep, that's raffle.
Alex is exactly right.
Well, it's because he's sideways, right?
What?
It's because he's sideways.
Yes.
It's raffle. Yeah, rolling
Yes.
on the floor laughing. So
That's like what is it? RF? Or-
raffle.
I know what's the fuck one?
LMAO.
Fuck one.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
You're like never mind. I thought there was like rolling on the floor fucking laughing or something like that.
There's LMFAO.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Wow.
That one.
Okay. Now we're doing the next one here, guys. This is for bonus. This is for double. Now we're gonna guess the hidden meetings.
Wait, I know that.
We're not guessing what they really are. Now I know you guys gonna know this one because this one's probably one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go on through. There are 5, and then that's the game show for guessing. And so far the points are
Submit your emojis to Josh.
submit emojis, submit emoji combinations. Tweet at me at lemkey619 on Twitter. Please do so. And if you are following on YouTube, do be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so the score is 6-3, and now we're doing hidden meanings. Now this one's gonna be a little easier because this one's kind of a little bit more, childish. So
Oh, I know what that one is. We know what that one is. That one's a wiener. What is that again?
that's
Eggplant.
An eggplant?
it's an eggplant.
That's a wiener.
The answer is yes. The answer is a wiener.
It's a
yes.
wiener.
And Brett, I knew you knew what that meant.
It's like as it's on blockers. That's why I know it's a wiener.
I have to do something here to make sure that I'm getting the points here properly.
What?
What?
My dad said ROFLMAOPIMP.
Yeah, you know me.
What does that mean? Rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, yeah, rolling on the
Okay, Alex, you're done.
what's raffle?
We're not talking about letter combinations.
Laughing my ass off PIMP.
I don't know what that
What's
is.
PIMP, Dad?
Pimp.
Pimp.
It's not pimp. What is it? Peeing my pants?
All right.
Probably.
Oh.
My dad guessed it right.
I mean, you can show that on YouTube, I guess.
I guess.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You have to say, okay. Next one.
I can't.
Okay.
Greatest of all time, the GOAT. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Well, Tom Brady is a GOAT.
I agree.
So that's not fair. So I don't know if I can let you guys agree because now Alex is sitting at 10 and Brett, you're sitting at 7. So moving on to the next one. Yes, you're right. You're both right. It is GOAT, greatest of all time.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, I know what that is.
That's an ass.
Yep, that's a booty. I use that one all the time.
Why?
It's a peach.
Why?
When I'm talking about doing my workouts and stuff and I do squats,
Oh.
I use that emoji because
Who are you
it's
telling?
Instagram.
Oh.
When I do like my tone it up workouts, like
we need to get back into that.
yeah, I was like,
We
ooh,
really
I did
do.
a lot of booty tonight, and I'll do booty workout or something. I'll do a peach.
You're right. It's peeing in my pants.
Oh, peeing in my pants, rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off, peeing in my pants. Ah,
I've
I never do
heard-
pee in my pants, pimp. That's funny.
Wow, learned something new today. And that was in our YouTube chat.
I would have said put in my pocket.
Put in my pocket? Okay. So you guys said booty on this. You guys are right. Now we have 2 more.
Fart.
A fart. It's a poot.
You're both wrong.
Oh,
That's a fart.
It is dashing
okay.
or
Like-
vaping.
Like Dash on
Yes.
The Incredibles.
Yes.
So if I said that to Josh, though, he would have been like, "A fart? You must have farted."
All right, I'm going to count up the points before we have one more. The last one here. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to do this here.
Remember Dash on First Kid?
Yeah. Dash.
Dash made us. We didn't want to
You
go,
guys
Dad.
stink.
Dash made us
I'm
go.
going to do some counting here. You guys talk
What?
amongst you.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I drank water. I was thirsty.
I drank Mountain Dew and I shouldn't have.
And it probably tastes good.
It does, but I am so done with junk right now. I've been
We're going to make the last one worth 3 to see if we're going to make it last. We're going to make it worth 4. So
Don't we have to choose different answers?
see, my dad said.
I don't know if
too.
you guys are going to. So we'll see what this is. Yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to get this one. This one's going to be a little bit harder, but good luck. This one is worth
Cauliflower.
this one's worth 4 points.
Okay.
And Brett, if you get it right, you win. That's why I'm doing it
And
for
she,
4 points.
She has to get it wrong.
She has to get it wrong.
'Kay.
Yep. Here we go.
Well, it's an avocado.
Yes.
Oh boy. Guacamole.
Alex.
That's 2 avocados together.
Ooh,
One's
wait,
going one
wait.
way.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
One's going
Ovaries. I love that reaction, Josh.
I don't know. It's a. If you're gonna say ovaries, I'll say guacamole.
Okay.
No.
What is it?
No.
We're both wrong.
You're both very wrong.
I don't know. I don't know what I'd use it for.
It means you're basic. So
I would have thought like a Starbucks or like a pumpkin spice latte
Yeah.
would be basic.
wouldn't you think so? Wouldn't you think
How
so?
does that mean basic?
So therefore, that
Don't
just-
be an avocado.
No. I have the explanation here. Actually, let me. I have I have this link right here, prepared for this to give you a definition behind the hidden meanings here, which I don't think we need a definition behind most of the other ones, but you need a definition behind the avocado.
Okay.
Let me find it here. While you might assume the avocado emoji represents a millennial's favorite dish, avocado toast, it's a bit more complicated than that. Although it does derive its hidden meaning from that delicious meal, the avocado emoji denotes something as basic, like pumpkin spice lattes or Ugg boots. And traditionally, if you don't know what basic means in this context, well, you're basic.
I love it that it mentioned a pumpkin
It
spice
was
latte.
like
So,
or a pumpkin spice.
Therefore, it makes sense.
I still
Okay.
don't really get it, but that's fine.
Yep.
I would have said a pumpkin spice latte, like bruh, like yeah, that's what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
Or a flask, hydro flask.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
So Alex is the winner of the emojis.
Yeah,
So-
but I feel like I didn't know like a lot of those. That
I
should
will be
have.
setting up another one for a post show eventually here, and if you guys
You
have
need
any,
to do trivia for me.
We need to set up like a good trivia for both of you. Like I can do.
We should actually do like a thing with our board where we like rip off a thing and read it and do a game
Like,
What are you saying?
I know what you
like
mean.
Jeopardy.
Be a lot
or
of work.
something.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
You
do the
could just
outro here,
literally
guys.
just read it.
I'm gonna do the outro here, guys, and we're gonna do a send off. So, all right. So that is the show there, guys. Thank you guys very much for joining us on the post show. Alex is the emoji winner. We thank you guys very much for joining us on the post show. If you guys want to catch our podcast, we do stream every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, and we thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.